Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Gaiden in the Ring here on GiantBomb.com. I am slouching, but that camera is also low. Both of these things can be true. There we go.
How am I doing?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're looking good over there.
All right.
We got Dan Reichert over there. We got Vinny Caravello coming in here momentarily.
Okay.
Scooch it over.
Right.
Abby Russell is on assignment this week. And by on assignment, I mean she's on PTO. She's having a better time, I'm sure, than she will have watching us yell at her about wrestling.
She loves being confused by wrestling. It's her favorite thing. She always says that.
But I can see needing a week off. I get it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm gonna have the opposite of a week off of wrestling.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. And we're going to talk at length about all the things you're going to be doing in New Orleans as we kick off yet another episode of Day of Reckoning here on the website. Vinny, you about ready to come out here?
Yeah, what's up? Give it a little bit. I'll make sure the gameplay and everything's good.
Let's continue on here. Yeah, it looks like we've got audio. There's just no music in that.
Sounds good.
That bit. I think we've moved out of all tag team stuff.
Yeah,
where we are now.
You're on a collision course with the Undertaker or WrestleMania.
Eventually,
or are you going for the title?
I'm not there yet. I think we're now at the point where I'm getting into my singles career.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not hearing the new metal nearly loud enough.
No.
It needs to be louder.
Oh yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh yeah. They put the Sarah tattoo in.
It's very low right now.
Okay.
All right, there it is.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm never going to get over just like how talky Undertaker is in all of this.
Yeah, this doesn't really fit him at all.
No, but that's fine.
Do you think we see him on Monday, or do you think the first time we see him is at Mania?
Did they officially confirm that match? Are they just writing it all the way up to the end?
Which I'm kind of loving that, because like that takes some real restraint to like have John Cena versus the Undertaker planned and not try to sell pay-per-views that way.
But I also feel like that's not a match that's gonna sell people on that show. That's a thing you do for the crowd that's there and looking to see the big stars, but like, who would buy WrestleMania just because John Cena and The Undertaker are fighting?
That's true, and especially this year when the rest of the card is crazy strong. Like, maybe you can save that as like, oh, maybe it won't happen. We'll see.
Yeah,
and then
the crowd's still going to go nuts when he shows up.
And Kid Rock comes out with his fuzzy little robe thing and his big hat, and American Badass starts.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's obviously going to be Biker Taker, obviously.
You think, for sure?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think they'll do it, but I think they should.
Oh, I think they will.
I don't know, man.
I think they will.
I feel like they've been so gun shy about even like kind of referencing that in a meaningful way.
Like Kid Rock's there, and then they probably want to still be able to say that Roman retired the Phenom. They made a big deal out of that, so they can still do that if Biker Taker comes back. If he never is the Undertaker gimmick again, and he left the whole the trench coat and everything in the ring, Roman can still say he retired the Dead Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but also I feel like nobody actually attributes that to him. Like, maybe that's what they will use in their selling points, and maybe that is what they will say about him for, Michael Cole will be saying that until the end of time.
Yeah.
But, like, nobody thinks of it that way.
That's true. The thing is, they like changing the narrative to make them look as good as possible. Like, a good example was, I just watched that WWE 24 about the Women's Royal Rumble. Did you happen to see that?
I have not seen that yet.
So, sure enough, like, they were going over all the, first for the women's division. The first Hell in a Cell, first main event, pay-per-view, all this stuff. And I knew they were going to show the women's Money in the Bank match, the first one. And I was thinking, they're probably just going to show Carmella with the Money in the Bank briefcase and just totally gloss over the fact
that James Ellsworth was involved and all of that. Yeah, that whole thing.
Sure enough, just cut to like Carmella standing on the side of the ladder celebrating. It's like, that's not quite what happened there.
It's a rare instance where I think the WWE actually knows they kind of messed that up, and so they're just trying to get around it as much as possible.
Yeah. I just don't like when they ignore things that happened,
But they do that constantly. They've done that forever. Their history has always been so malleable to whatever they're selling in a given moment.
It's true.
That, that's just, I never expect that, any sort of, logical through line, when it comes to them talking about their own storytelling.
That's true. At least the big moments and the big talking points that they're going to be showing in video packages and talking about for years, I wish they would at least get that shit right.
Yeah.
I can kind of forgive the moment to moment, like, oh, this character's, that whole storyline got dropped or whatever. Who cares?
All right. So basically, I got to pick my first opponent, but then I didn't get to pick my first opponent because the Undertaker's like, no, I'm going to do this because I'm the boss, and you're going to fight Rey Mysterio. Okay. So I'm fighting Rey Mysterio.
Remember when Rey Mysterio sat on the Undertaker's face and broke his orbital bone?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually. Now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. I
Yeah.
had completely forgotten about it, but I remember that happened.
And that because he was doing some springboard plancha thing, landed on his face, broke his orbital bone.
Yeah.
And that led to that weird fucking storyline for like months where Kane was trying to figure out who like assaulted the Undertaker and took him out or whatever. You remember that? And that led to Kane's he had like a title run.
That
like
was
in
not an era of
2011.
WWE that I was watching a great deal.
Like
of.
2010-ish.
Yeah,
2011, yeah.
I didn't really come back until I'd say end of 2011, 2012.
Okay. Was it what was it? Punk, Bryan?
Yeah, somewhere around the pipe bomb. I remember I was just like, okay, I'm gonna give this an honest shot again.
That brought
and
a lot
that
of
worked
people
out great for me. Hi, Vinny.
Hey!
Welcome back to the table.
Sorry. I thought it would work. I was going to write your name on your
Just try
forehead.
again. Yeah, go for it.
We dancing.
Can I lift my thumb and... Okay.
Vinny, how you doing?
Sure.
Yeah, scooch him.
Do some scooching.
Scooch that Dan.
All right.
Going all right. I love it. I love everything. I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
You like
Convincing.
Friday?
I love Friday. I love this mic that's all weird. I love our new light bulb that tells us to be quiet when people are next door. I love everything.
Yes, we have that
light
now.
bulb. That turned on a couple times during Goku recording.
Did it?
It scared me.
Yeah, it's a ghost light bulb. So basically, there's a studio next door, a podcast room that the rest of the building uses, and we're very, very loud in here. And they get mad when we get very, very loud. So I said, hey, how about if we buy some of those Philips Hue bulbs things, the wireless things.
Yeah.
And when you're recording in there, we'll put one in here, and then it'll light up.
Oh, no.
We'll know not to scream
Shit.
very loudly.
Yeah, the popcorn man doesn't like me.
Oh, I didn't get to have my win because my teammates are like, nah, we're going to beat this guy up.
So is that... I didn't hear a bell.
No,
I
I guess
didn't
it's.
hear no bell.
I guess. Well, I mean, it's this era of WWE. I feel like disqualifications just sort of happen whether you are paying attention or not. So sometimes there's a bell, sometimes there isn't.
Suddenly there's just not a match happening anymore.
Yeah,
Have you guys talked about WrestleMania yet?
No.
not yet. So all right, Dan,
really.
break it down for us. You're flying out soon. You're heading to New Orleans. You've
very
got some touristy stuff to do as well. But let us know,
Yeah.
what are you doing here as we find out what's happening with the Berserker.
I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. So yeah, I leave this weekend, and the first 5 days is honeymoon time. We're doing the zoo, we're doing the aquarium, we're doing a haunted tour, we're doing a swamp tour. We're gonna bring a little baby alligator onto a boat and hold it.
What, really?
Yeah.
Aw.
We got a million different bars and restaurants that we got marked on our shared Google map, and we're gonna hit all this stuff. We have it all planned out. We got an Airbnb that seems awesome.
Can I try and crush everything that you just said?
Yeah, go
By
ahead.
all
I
means.
want to try and just be like, man, say something. What are you doing down there?
I'm going to New Orleans.
Oh, I can't believe you're exploiting New Orleans. Yeah, go again. Try something else.
I'm going on a swamp tour.
Oh, put this. I mean, are you gonna exploit the environment too?
No, I'm going on a haunted fun voodoo tour thing.
I can't believe you're mocking their culture.
I'm gonna have some drinks.
Alcohol is the leading cause of getting drunk.
Yeah, the fucking point.
Vinny, why are you making out his trip to be so problematic?
I was just trying. I'm gonna miss the internet.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Dan to miss it too.
Oh, I see. All right.
I would
Yeah,
do-
people can't leave comments on my fucking
You sure?
New Orleans tour. They can find a way, yeah, but I'm not checking that shit.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, we've got stipulations coming because
Right,
Kurt
oh.
Angle is mad that
okay.
my team interfered in my match.
All right, I'm going to Joey Janela's Spring Break 2.
Yes.
I'm going to see James Ellsworth versus Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that would be
That
ridiculous.
sounds fun.
But you're also going to see Joey Janela versus my mask's sake,
Yeah.
the great Sasuke.
Yes, that's the main event.
Yeah.
Right. That's the quote unquote wolf mask, right?
Which is not wolf-like in any way,
No.
shape, or form. But yes, that is the mask that I use.
That's the first wrestling show I will ever be at that starts at midnight at some place in Kenner, Louisiana. So that'll be fun. Man, yeah, we just got a whole lot of stuff planned, and I'm going to come back 30 pounds heavier and hungover.
One
and it's
inevitably
just gonna
does
be-
when they go to New Orleans.
It's going to be so good.
I think the part is you'll come back to the same weight, and then a week later you'll be like, crap.
Oh, it all just hits me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be worth it. This will be my 4th time in New Orleans, and it's the coolest fucking city.
It is
cool
good. It's a
city.
great city.
There's
I
I don't know if you're traveling outside of New Orleans, but in Memphis, There is. We talked about the Tennessee thing, right? Like bouncing around and going.
Oh
to
yeah, it was confusing. Yeah, I did drive through Memphis on the way to New Orleans once, and I stopped and got some barbecue and stuff. Yeah.
You're not driving this time. We're flying.
No.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we're flying.
Oh, there's a Gibson guitar factory in Memphis.
Oh, yeah?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
think it's in Memphis.
Were you a Gibson player primarily?
I was whatever I could afford.
All right.
And that was an Epiphone, which was kind of a Gibson's at the time.
Yes.
You know, hey, can you not afford a Les Paul?
Fair.
Maybe you can afford this guitar. I eventually did buy, I think it's in Memphis. I want to say it's the Memphis factory, but I have a Beale Street Blue 335 that I bought that came out of the Memphis factory that I saw when I was going down through New Orleans. And
Okay. Cool.
That I saw in like 2000 and then couldn't afford to buy until like 2012.
You eventually get it. It's the Wayne's World thing.
It's kind of the Wayne's World
Yeah.
thing,
Okay. All right.
Except, yeah, it's when Giant Bomb got super famous. We had that big producer come in.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we were on TV.
Totally, yeah.
It was, remember that? Yeah.
It was great.
amazing.
Yeah,
it was
they
amazing.
recreated the studio inside the big CBS
Yeah,
studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was living the dream.
Yeah, it was great. That guy that ran the arcade, he sucked.
He sucked.
So Kurt Angle came out and was like, "Hey, no new Ministry members coming down to ringside." So I'm sure that will play out completely normally, and no way will this become an issue down the road.
Yeah, you're fine.
Kablam.
Kablam. All right. So and then you're probably are you going to NXT?
Going to NXT. So that was a big question mark for me. Is do we go to Ring of Honor, or do we have NXT Takeover tickets with the travel package?
Right.
And eventually we were initially planning on selling the NXT tickets and going to Ring of Honor, seeing Kenny versus Cody, but the tickets are pretty good to NXT. They're guaranteed seats, and the card looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That 6-man ladder match with Ricochet debuting and everything. That should be.
Oh, that's right. Ricochet's debuting on
Ricochet,
that one.
EC3.
Oh, man.
Killian Dane.
That is, like,
Velveteen
stacked.
Dream.
Yeah.
Adam Cole. Yeah, it's a fucking. Yeah.
For Vinny's sake here.
Yeah, explain what the Ricochet is.
So Ricochet is one of the best wrestlers in the world. He has primarily been on the indies, though he had a stint for the first few seasons on Lucha Underground as Prince Puma.
Okay.
But he's just one of those guys who is just like athletically gifted beyond like what is reasonable for any human being.
What organization is he coming out of?
He is not coming out of any in particular. Like he was doing some New Japan stuff, but he was just like working the indies for a long time.
Okay.
And so now he's officially debuting with WWE.
He was definitely one of the biggest names on the indies, if not like close to the biggest name.
Yes. And Ethan,
What kind of wrestler are we talking about?
Like high flying.
High flying?
Yeah,
Yes.
like just the smoothest flips and like just shit that you didn't think would be
like a
physically
dude
possible.
who has somehow managed to conquer gravity in a way where it feels like he is manipulating it in
Oh,
ways
wow.
that should not be allowed.
That's fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah, it's the type of thing that even if someone actively hated wrestling, if you saw Ricochet doing this stuff,
Right,
you'd be
yeah.
like, well, that's just undeniably
I can't believe
amazing.
he's able to do
Like
any
those
of
are
that.
the clips that'll get passed around.
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yep. So that'll be great. So we're doing Takeover. We'll do the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Those tend to go like 7 fucking hours.
Who else is in the Hall of Fame? So I know about
Goldberg.
I know, so Goldberg is getting inducted this year.
Goldberg, the Dudleys.
Okay.
Ivory. Fuck. Who am I forgetting here?
oh no.
Blank
I
on
thought
a
there were
lot of
no
it.
more run-ins or anything.
Well,
like
no.
that.
So
John
the other
Cena.
stable decided to show up. So yes, John Cena is apparently in Eddie Guerrero's stable, according to this storyline.
I've heard things about vascularity.
Yes. He's a very vascular man.
All right. So in this case, the other guys interfered, and that was no stipulation about that. So now they're probably going to throw us into a cage or something.
Oh, or
That-
they're going to add line by line other stipulations.
Yes,
Okay.
that sounds about right.
My seats are fantastic for Mania against the same ones on the hard cam. Like I'm going to be on TV all damn night like I am every time with this travel package. First row on the risers. Man, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to give away your signs just yet, right?
I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to do it. Like, it's funny. If I get the right idea, maybe I'll do it. But it's also a hassle having to bring this thing in and everything. And you got to, like, I always make sure to talk to the people behind me. And it's like, hey, just so you
Right.
know, I know we all paid a lot for these seats and everything. I just want to make sure that, like, I'm going to very quickly put it up, but I'm not going to hold it up too long. And
What if you make put it on like clear plexiglass or something?
I
and then
called it. Steel cage.
Oh, wow, you did.
say
You
that.
totally did.
You did
Whenever
say that.
interference is a problem in a storyline,
What
steel
is
cage.
wrong with Rey Mysterio's eyes?
Oh, he's got
Oh, he's got
contacts.
contacts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like white pupil
Oh
contacts.
wow. Do they ever like come out during a match?
No, I don't
Not
think
that
so.
I remember, but I'm sure they have. I don't remember that ever happening.
Yeah, put it on plexiglass, and then just put it on plexiglass and get the letters you can move around, so you can just make different ones.
Great.
And then the people behind you can see right through it.
That sounds perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And then, like, then when you're done, it's I don't know, sell it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing the sign thing. But man, like this one's gonna be really special for me in a lot of ways because my first one was at the Superdome in New Orleans, and that's where Daniel Bryan won the world title. That was like the big Bryan celebration.
And it's fitting that this would be the show that he comes back for.
It's the same building. It's Daniel Bryan's comeback. My first time was seeing Daniel Bryan win the title. This will be my wife's first time at Mania, and she'll get to see his return. It's it's gonna be a real amazing trip.
Everybody keeps talking. Everybody I see talk about wrestling is excited for this WrestleMania.
It's the best card I've seen in many, many years.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be around excited.
Yeah.
Alex, have you ever been to a WrestleMania, work or pleasure?
No, I have never done the WrestleMania thing. I've been to pay-per-view tapings before. Like, I've been to a couple of SummerSlams. I went to one WCW show, before that all went completely sideways. That was one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen.
Which one?
It was like Super Brawl 99.
It checks out.
It was the one where David Flair turned on Ric Flair, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Who could forget?
Yeah. So that was a bad show.
Mine was Slamboree 2000, where they had the triple cage when David Arquette was champion. So it was David Arquette and Jeff Jarrett and DDP in the triple cage.
Wow.
That was my WCW pay-per-view.
Wow.
Yeah. But you can very clearly see me, if you watch that one on the network, in the Mike Awesome versus Chris Kanyon match. When they go into the crowd, you see me in a gray shirt just like slapping them. Like, I was like, oh, like I'm like 17, and I'm like slapping them. I'm like slapping their backs and stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah, both those guys killed themselves.
Oh boy, it's just
never ends.
it's just that's one episode. It's
I know.
like Easter, like it's Good Friday.
Yeah.
So
let's keep things good. Let's keep things up.
Has anybody ever made a sign that like you insert your face into and it says like, "This guy loves wrestling"?
And
then I know you have a sign with your face.
You can blame me for popularizing the face signs at wrestling.
This is some great animation right here.
I've never seen John Cena.
He's never scared.
Oh boy, jeez. It's edited.
Constantly playing.
Another
Anthrax.
thing I don't think I've ever actually seen is The Undertaker running. He's not much of a runner.
No, I mean, if he has to jump over the top, like through the flames in the Inferno match or something.
Yeah, but even then, it's like it's a very lumbering jog. It is not a full sprint run.
I mean,
you certainly will not see that now.
You need knees to run.
Yep.
Yes.
Dan, you remember THQ used to do wrestling events they used to bring people down for their games, the WrestleMania.
And 2K still does that with SummerSlam.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember the WrestleManias I went to because I don't remember.
You went to the Houston one. You went to WrestleMania 25.
Okay.
That's right, because I think you saw my favorite match of all time live, and I don't think you remember it. Do you remember a very long Undertaker match?
We were in a booth, and it wasn't a good place to watch WrestleMania. Like, we were in one of those booths that have, like, cheese doodles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, TVs that you watch.
They had TVs on? Sometimes
booth,
I've heard Vince at times has like not liked that and wanted those turned off.
Oh, really? Because you can't see anything. You're really high up, and you need like binoculars.
Especially if it's Mania. Like, was that at the Astrodome 25? Like,
I don't remember.
They put us in those suites for SummerSlam when they do those events, and like those are usually like Staples Center or Barclays, and that's closer. Like, if you were doing that in like a stadium, that would be way worse.
Yeah, it didn't seem like how you'd want to, if you're a big fan, how you'd want to. I mean, it's cool. You can chill out with your friends and drink beer in a room, but like you could do that at home watching the TV.
Yeah, like I go to WrestleMania to see the wrestling, so the suite thing is not really my way of watching that.
Like, Barclays is actually one of the few arenas where I feel like that's not as much of an issue because like the way the boxes are set up, you're high up, but like you're not at such a level that it feels like you're watching ants. You know, like it's built in a way where it works.
I mean, I could be misremembering. It was a while ago.
Well, and now these stadiums typically have giant screens. Like, oh my God, when I went to Dallas, that was the 100,000 plus people. The screens there at the Dallas
the Cowboy Stadium.
At the Cowboy Stadium, it was.
So that is like
huge.
Among NFL stadiums, it is like one of the most ludicrously large screens.
wow.
Yeah,
because Jerry Jones, I don't know, he has some issues.
Which they were using that screen to try to like prompt chants. So
really?
it would say like words for the crowd to
Hey-o.
chant, or like when Lesnar was doing suplexes, there would like be a giant number on the screen every time you suplex someone. It was weird.
Oh, so they count the number of times they suplex them?
Yeah, like the crowd used to do this thing before they got really tired of it, where every time Lesnar suplexes someone,
It sounds like
1,
fun
2.
if you're running the Jumbotron.
I guess, yeah.
Gotta do something when you're up
Yeah,
there.
like make people chant.
Yep.
We went to a bunch of those fan things too.
Access?
Yeah, and that was cool. People seem to have a really good time there. A lot of kids, a lot of younger kids. That's where they had like the ring and stuff.
The big like foam pit and everything. Lots of
Yeah.
signings.
I thought that was like
and-
a really nice thing.
See if we can get out of this cage.
Yeah, they'll like have a Hall of Fame thing where you can see all the here's all of Ric Flair's robes, or here's all the Undertaker's,
Yeah. It was
stuff for
mostly
his
like,
career.
Like, it was like a convention for wrestling.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I love this
Oh,
cage
geez.
mechanic where like
Very,
the animation
God of
has to
War.
slow down in a way that is like deeply robotic. I won.
Oh,
Nice, good job.
So steel cage.
Cage
is
master.
Get out of the cage.
Yes.
Yeah, which
There can be stipulations where it's not an escape only, but this was an escape only one.
Oh, gotcha.
and weirdly enough, like more often than not now, they escape through the door. You can just leave the cage. Like I've always hated that. Like you should climb over the top.
Yeah, the door thing is so dumb.
Yeah.
It's only good when they do a bit where like someone is opening the door for someone and they slam it hard on them. Like that's a good betrayal, but
Yep.
like that visual almost never is worth the stupidity of there being a door on a
Did they
cage.
ever
Right.
lock it?
They do that
Yes.
sometimes, and so then they'll have the like big visual of like, oh, Mark Henry or Brock Lesnar, or this big guy comes out and he broke the chains with his hands. He got in.
Man.
Oh, Mark Henry's going in the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, he
That is a
deserves it.
chronically underneath man.
Mark Henry's incredible. He's
Yes. That is a dude who probably should have been a main eventer for at least a little while in his career.
great. I mean, yeah, near his later years, he was doing that. He
Yeah,
won the
I
World
mean, he
Heavyweight
wasn't
Championship.
really the
He
like.
wasn't like he was never the dude.
Yeah,
you
he was
know?
never the guy in that company, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate because he's one of those just like freakishly strong people who can do really amazing things in the ring.
Yeah.
But like, he got saddled with a lot of really bad comedy bits over the years.
Oh,
and
really?
He was sexual chocolate.
Yeah, he was during the Attitude Era. He was known as Sexual Chocolate.
Wasn't he like a singlet guy when he was Mark
Yes.
Henry?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like Andre the Giant-esque?
Yeah.
like they called him the world's strongest man, and that was actually not far off from
No,
reality. Like he was a strongman competition guy that found his way to wrestling and like always like kind of thrived at it.
Yeah, totally.
Is Kurt Angle going to get in the ring?
Yeah,
Much?
him and Ronda Rousey against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is happening.
That'll be like a fun gimmicky thing. Like I see that as like the Triple H versus Sting of this year, where it's just like, yeah, probably some like weird interference stuff, just like more of the it's a very sports entertainment match.
Right.
Like this is not going to be AJ Nakamura.
Right.
Does Vince McMahon come out every WrestleMania and do a thing?
No.
Okay, so
In
he
fact-
might not be in the show.
In fact, more often than not. Hell, I'm trying to think. Like he's come out on several Raws after Mania.
Fucking Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's
What?
ganking my shit. Like
No,
he took
he's-
my title match.
He's the big man.
I don't think I've ever seen Vince come out at a WrestleMania that I've been at live. He has come out on several Raws after WrestleMania. But yeah.
Oh, I see.
Non-title tornado tag, no DQ match. That's
Sure.
what I get out
All right.
of this. All right.
Yeah, great.
Yes, you're right. This feud does need to end once and for all. So let's end this right now.
Dan, do you listen to? I know some people do this at ball games, and Kurt's this way, Kurt.
Oh, commentary stuff. Like
Do you listen to like a radio or something while the thing is going on?
No,
You
no.
don't? Okay.
I don't really know anyone that does that at wrestling. In fact, that's kind of
really?
one of the nice breaks of being
Yeah.
there live is like,
I guess you'd have to buy the pay-per-view. And then
no.
listen to
I
it.
mean, everyone there has got the WWE Network and they've got the app on
Oh,
their phone. And,
okay.
I will say,
you
like,
know.
the first couple of wrestling shows I went to that were live where I didn't get the commentary, like, it is weird. It's weird sitting in that arena and not having, like, a talking
Yeah.
head in like,
I mean,
just
some of that
kind of
stuff seems fun.
contextualizing stuff for you. But, like, in the case of WWE commentary, like, to me, commentary is very much energy. It is very much, like, trying to capture the energy of the crowd and whatever is going on in the ring.
Yep.
It's part of why I like when I watch Japanese wrestling, I just listen to the Japanese commentary because they are so much better at capturing the vibe of those audiences
Yeah.
than the English guys ever are. And in the case of WWE, there's no commentators that I really enjoy listening to.
Corey Graves is killing it.
He's gotten so much better.
He's fucking awesome.
But he is unfortunately saddled with a team that I just don't care about. And even though Michael Cole is nowhere near the worst he's ever been, I don't want to listen to him talk.
Yeah, I do really like how much Corey Graves gives them shit, like
Yes.
harshly. Like he
Yes.
is such a good heel commentator.
Yes.
It reminds me of like a Heenan or even like early Lawler, like Lawler in the early Raw days.
Yeah,
were
before
pretty fun.
Lawler completely went off the deep end.
Before he was Affliction shirt Lawler, and he
Yeah.
still wore the crown. He was
Yes. Before Ed Hardy took his soul.
great. Yes.
Bro-
in a
broken
cage match.
Yes.
4.0.
Oh, John Cena.
wait,
We haven't
what
seen the
song
John
was this?
Cena
Oh,
entrance
wow.
yet.
What is he doing? Why is he doing that? He looks like one of those Sumo Dreams wrestler people.
Well, we got to watch this.
What is that with the game?
Sumotori Dreams?
Sumotori Dreams. Where the,
Wait, what song is this? Is he?
It's Thugonomics.
Oh, this is Word Life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he write this?
He does rap on this.
He's got Master Lock around his neck.
That was Chris Masters in the Master Lock Challenge.
Wait, what?
There was a guy named Chris Masters who would do a thing called the Master Lock Challenge where he'd put you in a full Nelson and you'd try to get out.
Oh.
He actually broke my Google Glass by punching me in the face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, as a bit?
I told him to not hit my Google Glass, and I was standing on the apron, and I was supposed to do a thing where I'm distracting the ref, and then Chris Masters comes up and punches me in the face, and he told me he was just going to, like, go like down over my face, and he's like, yeah, well, you won't hit your glasses at all. And there is a picture of me falling off the apron with my Google Glass flying through the air, and it has not recorded since. God damn it, Chris
So what you're
Masters.
saying is that he's dangerous to work with.
Yeah, he's just major danger. I was injured for months. No, he was fine.
You're not going to do the, what's the hand?
The wrestler handshake? No.
Too aggressive?
I don't see a lot of that in locker rooms these days. I don't know how often it happens, but like, yeah, whenever I'm in a locker room now, everyone's just like, hey, they shake hands.
Oh,
like
just
people.
normal? Well, that's now you know that because they're not good to work with.
Yeah.
Jeez, Dan, I thought you knew this stuff.
All right, so this is no DQ. It's tornado tag, which means everyone's in the ring at once. This is going to be chaos.
I prefer these in video games.
Oh, yeah,
you
because
don't have to worry about the tagging.
You don't have to worry about the tagging. You
breaking
don't
out the pins and
yeah,
stuff.
you do have to try and make sure your partner doesn't get pinned. But
Right.
Did they frown upon people recording like WrestleManias from their phones?
Not really.
Can they even?
You can't stop that, but like I filmed.
Stop that.
Like if you put something on YouTube, like they will take it down from there. Like I think I
But
put.
could you Periscope?
Yeah, I've done it before. Yeah.
Oh, from like
Yeah,
a
because
WrestleMania?
there will be like dark stuff that isn't the TV audience isn't seeing.
Right.
And so sometimes I'll be like, shit, I realize that people at home aren't seeing this, so I'm just gonna Periscope this. I've done it a couple times. Yeah.
Are they pretty good about that? Then taking it down if it goes up somewhere else?
Really checked. Like I put a video of Shane McMahon falling off the Hell in a Cell on my YouTube from my seats, and they did take that down.
They did.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
John Cena just had the belt. He was hitting someone with the
That's
belt.
a weapon.
Yeah, this is no DQ. You can do anything here.
But the belt?
Yeah, I mean that's a weapon.
Can't you just take the belt and go?
Well, no, that's not
how it
how
works.
championship
Well,
like transitions work.
Although there have been many storylines in the past involving belt stealing and
Yes, but like
Those are
that
never
doesn't make
good.
you champion.
No. You're
The
not
way you
recognized
said
as the
that
champion.
was the most mid-Atlantic accent.
Excuse me, but let me be clear.
But
Champions are not made by simple possession of a belt.
But Daniel,
Thank you.
Daniel, that does not make you a champion.
Niles, this is your worst explanation of wrestling ever.
Please, Jonathan Cena is a vascular asshole. Time to declare.
Vascular asshole is still a really good insult.
I do like that.
I like it a great deal.
Yes.
Oh, there he goes with the belt again. Oh, but Booker T. Oh.
Oh, put me over.
Anyway, you can take the belt, but
But that does not make you a champion.
you can take the belt, but you can't take the championship.
Can't take my freedom.
Or you can do the Steve Austin thing and just steal The Rock's belt and throw it into a river.
Okay.
Yeah,
That seems
that
like a
works
good idea.
well.
And then he also threw in some like snorkel gear and stuff. He's like, "Oh, go get your damn belt." It was great. He's a great dude.
His show is the Steve Austin show, right?
The Steve
Yes.
Austin Show.
And the Steve Austin Show Unleashed.
There's also the Broken Skull Challenge Show, which is his
That's still
reality.
on?
I don't know if it still is, but he was doing that pretty recently.
Wow. Yeah, he's got. Well, John Cena has American Grit. Austin, yeah? I'm not really sure what that show is.
So John Cena's real name is John Cena, right?
That is correct. Yes. He's doing well for
It's a
himself.
good wrestling name because it's like a very few syllables. Oh shit! How'd you get pinned that early?
I'm sorry.
Booker.
Sorry.
All right, try it again. We're doing so well. Oh well. All right, so Booker cannot be relied upon. That's what I'm getting here.
Look at those jorts.
This was height of jorts
He
fashion, man. Like this is the popularization of jorts.
Is he the only one though?
He wasn't the only one, but I would say he was by far the most popular jorts wearer.
With jorts, man. Austin.
I mean, Austin would wear jean shorts from time to time, but not usually in the ring.
Yeah, it wasn't his ring gear.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like a street fight gear.
Yeah, it's what he would show up to like spray Vince McMahon with a giant beer truck
Yeah,
with.
because he was in undies, right? Briefs.
Yeah, he was
wear
an undies
black
guy.
briefs.
Yeah, with
and
the 316
giant
on the butt.
robot braces. No, he didn't have a 316 on the butt.
You didn't?
On the vest, sometimes he would have a 316.
Yeah, no, it
and
was
a
always
skull.
just straight up black trunks.
Yep.
No.
Black trunks, black boots, black braces. Except for, I mean,
Clear
do you know
eyes
he used to
can't
have
lose.
long blonde hair and he would wear like very bright things? He had long blonde hair. And
Oh, really?
Look
When he
up
was
Stunning Steve
Golden
Austin.
Steve Austin or
Yeah,
whatever.
Stunning
I think
Steve
I've seen
Austin
it.
is a pretty staggering thing to see when
Yeah.
you only know him as Stone Cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Was he stunning?
He was great.
He was a handsome man.
Yeah.
He had some good locks.
Oh, yeah.
The stun gun is one of the moves that is banned by the Louisiana State Athletic Commission for WrestleMania weekend.
Yes, that's right. I keep forgetting that there is a whole thing around moves that wrestlers will and will not be able to do while in the state of Louisiana.
I think all these indie shows, I think they're going to be doing all that shit.
Yeah, like Kota Ibushi's on one of those shows, isn't he?
Is he?
I think he is.
Oh, wow.
Is that a work or a shoot?
No, that's
No,
an actual
legitimately
thing.
banned.
Lu-
Like, as in, like,
Louisiana.
they are too dangerous to do. Do not do this.
Like, not a WWE thing. This is the state of Louisiana saying
Oh,
any
wow.
wrestling happening during this thing.
Yes.
This is independent
this is
or not.
verboten.
Yeah. Which I already saw Will Ospreay like made a shirt about like doing all these moves that are banned. He's like, I'm gonna sell all these shirts to pay my fines because I'm doing some fucking 450s
geez.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine if I remember correctly, and Kota Ibushi is in fact on a show, he will be banned from the state of Louisiana before this weekend or that weekend is over.
Mr. Austin, you were a wrestler, a deadly weapon. You knew what you were getting into before those boys had no chance.
He comes out to Trisha Yearwood now.
17 years on a plane, circling around with a virus.
I think you're getting your movies confused.
Yeah, enough 40s, and they all start to blend together after a while.
By the way, the new film of 40s is up, right?
Yes, it is. If you want to
yeah.
watch Con Air and remember that movie does not really hold up,
No.
but we have fun.
By the way, you mentioned Bushi. I guess the Golden Lovers are working WrestleCon according to
Oh, okay.
Guestbuster. Yeah. Oh, so I guess he will be there. I did see that Golden Lovers Young Bucks match.
It's real good.
It's quite good. Yes.
I mean, it was by far the best thing on that show.
It's the only match I've seen from that show.
Yeah.
And I did watch the English commentary. I think that one, JR, was not bad because he definitely at least knew who
shit.
the people were.
Booker,
You got this. Oh, boy.
Booker.
I mean, it's John Cena.
my team is just not. My teammate is not helping me in this match.
He wasn't full on Super Cena yet at this point.
He was just John.
another guy. He was a mid-carder.
Hey, does anybody ever have a really good comeback for the Can't See This?
I think if anyone has ever really faced Cena that way,
Not
like giving him the gas face, but not.
Not verbally, but it always made me laugh when he would do the "Don't See Me" or "Can't See Me" in someone's face when they were down on the ground while he was getting ready to do the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Okay.
And sometimes he would go and get.
Isn't that masturbating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So he would.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like most of his moves were dirty named before they went
boy.
PG. Like the attitude adjustment was the FU.
The
and-
Ratchet and
yeah.
Clank of wrestling. Got it.
Yeah, actually, yes, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for the Up Your Arsenal.
Ratchet and Clank had more moves.
But it's for kids.
Yeah, the guns are great.
yes. So yeah, Cena would get down in Punk's face and do the "Can't See Me,"
Yeah.
and Punk would just fucking kick him in the head. It's just like, all right, yeah, that works.
That's funny.
He's seen a John Cena match before. He knows when he's vulnerable.
Like, I can't see you. I can't
Yes,
actually
there's
see
your
you.
face. I've seen you do this in every match.
That's funny. CM Punk's gone bad, right?
Gone.
Like the CM Punk has gone bad.
Well, the CM Punk no longer has a relationship with WWE, if that's what
Okay.
you mean.
No,
I think
not at all.
I think
like,
that's what I mean.
Like legal, bad
Yeah.
terms. Yeah.
Oh boy, he just hit me with the ring
we
bell.
can't eat the CM Punk anymore. It's gone bad.
Yeah, it's gone.
Thrown out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he was a pretty big deal when we were covering wrestling games and traveling a lot.
He was a
I
phenomenon.
remember
for sure.
doing all the interviews with him.
Yeah, he is. He's something else. He has a
Booker.
very interesting
Booker, thank you.
career with them. Someone in the chat saying Con Air is better than Face Off, and
I've
that's
seen a few people saying that,
insane.
and I don't-
That's complete bullshit.
No.
I literally blocked the guy on Twitter a few days ago for saying that. I just
That's maybe
nope,
maybe over.
I
overdoing
will
it
not.
slightly.
I will not have that. I will
All right.
not have that.
I mean, look, man, I'm not saying you're not entitled to your opinions, but you're just wrong.
certain
you're
things
just
are
wrong.
objective facts. Face Off is a much better.
Oh,
Okay.
for God's sakes!
Face
Man.
off.
I was in a submission hold.
Wait, you lost?
No, I was submitted trying to put the other guy in a hold, and then I couldn't get out of the pin fast enough. This match is gonna drive me crazy, isn't it?
Face Off might be the better movie, but do you
No.
think
Well, yes. No, Face Off is definitely the better movie.
do you think Con Air is the better Nicolas Cage
showcase?
No, I don't think it is.
For like extreme Cage.
No, because he gets pretty wacky in Face Off.
But he's got such a bad accent
both
in Con
versions.
Air.
Yeah, that is pretty.
But that's
cagey.
not even like wacky. Like he plays it very straight, despite the incredibly stupid draw.
But he's got really bad lines.
Yeah,
he
but
does
Face
have
Off
that.
is so much more like wild-eyed, crazy Cage. You know?
Okay. He does have the peach
The
lines.
peach line's
in Face
incredible.
Off, but he has the bunny line in Con Air.
Yeah, Bunny Line's all right.
The bunny line is good. I'm not trying to besmirch the bunny line,
There's
but
also the beauty of John Travolta's character in Nicolas Cage's body, so he's trying to act all cagey and
there's
crazy.
like layers.
But the thing is, Cage is actually playing that, so it's this weird meta thing that I just fucking love.
You have John Malkovich in Con Air having to act against, not crack up at every scene with Nick Cage, though, saying stuff with that horrible accent.
Yeah, it's like Ed Harris on the set of The Rock freaking out when he had to say that speech about Jefferson and Washington and stuff.
I don't know.
There's a speech from that, and like Ed Harris has said in interviews,
Why is there
he
rope
fucking
breaks?
hated it. He wanted to just fucking walk off the
Oh,
set.
it's a
really?
no
Yeah.
DQ match. Why is there rope breaks? That makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. Hey, they forget in real wrestling sometimes, too.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, wrestling is very bad at remembering its own rules.
He didn't want. He thought it was a goofy speech.
Yeah, because there's a speech where it's like, a while ago there were some guys named Washington and Jefferson and Adams, and
Yeah, I think
they
I
used to
remember
call
that.
them traitors.
Yeah,
Now they
right.
call them heroes. You'll see it soon.
Yeah. We should watch that.
Yeah, I agree. I wish that'd be nice if I could be here and watch that.
Wow, look at that move.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rolling Thunder.
that is the Rob Van Dam way, which is flipping as much as humanly
That's
possible.
like a Goron from Zelda.
He's good at it, you know. He's good. Oh well, hello.
Oh, yeah,
we have a
on.
light bulb, folks.
World's flippiest Goron.
Should put the light back here so everybody else can see it when it goes on.
So they'll know.
yeah.
They'll know to be quiet too.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh wait, he's just got a bar.
Oh God.
Who do you think Braun Strowman's partner's gonna be?
I saw some people in the chat earlier saying that it might be The Rock, which would be hilarious, but I kind of
weird.
hope it isn't.
Huh? I had not heard that.
That was the first I'd heard of it too. I just saw people talking about it.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'd love to see like a Rey Mysterio or something. Like, I don't know, The Rock doesn't make sense to me because you would think they would definitely win, and I can't see The Rock sticking around to fucking do a bunch of tag team matches.
No. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it'll free up the tag titles and they'll have to figure out something else. But yeah, that feels like a weird move if they were actually going to do that.
Yeah. I'm very glad they did the Ultimate Deletion stuff on Raw instead of at Mania, because I really don't want to watch like a 20-minute thing in seats that I paid thousands of dollars for.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was that
Shit, I
the
need to get up.
cabin
I
stuff?
need to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Booker.
Dan, you know a lot of behind the scenes wrestling stuff. Has anybody ever lost the belt? Like for real?
Like lost it as in like in luggage?
Yeah, like I can't find the belt.
I feel like there have been some stories along those lines. Nothing super notorious, and also they have like backup ones. So like there's the ones that the wrestlers travel with, and so if they have to do media appearances, they go on local news or Conan or something, they bring that belt. And then there's the like
Berserker,
show
get
belt
up.
that if they need to like hit someone with the belt or it's gonna get thrown around the ring or whatever.
I'll get scuffed up. And
Yeah,
broken.
that's that one. But the pristine one is the one that is for media appearances. And
okay.
day-to-day
The belt
stuff.
you show.
Yeah, which they actually like the wrestlers do have to carry those belts around with them.
Do
The
they?
champions do, yeah.
Someone needs to get me out. Like I don't know how I'm getting my ass kicked so much harder in this match than I was anything else. But
And you dropped points in, right? Like
yeah, I've
you're
been
all-
putting points in. It's just that like these guys are like way more over. Maybe it's because it's a pay-per-view match, but they're just like way more overpowered.
Was there a buried alive match at this pay-per-view? Because they had the bulldozer in the mound up there.
I don't know. It could just be like a construction team.
Or maybe that's every Survivor Series arena in this game, because wouldn't this be around the time that Undertaker buried... no, Paul Heyman... That was like the thing at Concrete, was it? That wasn't buried alive. I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
This would have been 04, right?
Yes.
Vinny, can you look up Survivor Series 04?
course.
Just
What am I looking for?
Just look at the card and let me know if there's a buried alive match. I wonder if that was like Kane versus Taker or Vince versus Biker. No, he wasn't Biker Taker at this point.
I got Cena up.
Burning Hammer. F you, Cena.
What are we looking for?
The card.
Let's see if that does it. Nope.
No. And Heidenreich versus The Undertaker.
See if a second one does it.
03 Survivor Series.
See if I can get there easily.
I like buried alive matches.
Wow. Only a 1 count. They are
After
really
the burning hammer?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
after 2 of them. Oh, no, sorry. They're going to make this match hard.
Okay, so I'm hearing it was Vince versus The Undertaker just before Taker came back as the Dead Man. That's right, because Kane came out and interfered.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep, that was the one. Okay, so this was the time Taker died and then came back at WrestleMania 20 as the Dead Man. Got it.
Vince McMahon is 72 years old.
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Getting up there.
Doesn't look a day over 68. Oh.
Wait. How many kids does Vince McMahon have?
2. Why?
That's Shane and Stephanie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Must be his parents. Do you know his parents' names?
Vince Sr.
And
I don't know his mother's name.
Jess?
Not sure.
Yeah, no clue.
Shane has 3 boys. Stephanie has 3 girls.
Okay.
Fascinating family dynamics there.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
All right. I just want to try and get this match done. I just want to end this. Oh, if that doesn't do it, nothing will.
John Cena no-sold a burning hammer.
Is there a more Cena move you can think of?
Getting DDT'd on the concrete and coming back and
I have
getting 2
specials
Nexus
ready.
guys.
All right, just need to get up. Come on,
Get
man.
up,
Just
Berserker.
get up.
Get up. Get up.
No, shit. Ugh.
Wait, you picked up Booker?
I picked up my own partner.
Oh, that's not great. Funny that it lets you do that.
Man, John Cena's quick.
No, shit. Oh, this is going to be the end because I finished my own partner, isn't
Oh,
it?
no, he's good.
Thank God. Booker, I take back everything I said about you.
My folks brought over a bunch of my old SNES and Nintendo carts,
Yeah.
tapes, if you will.
Oh, Nintendo tapes, yes.
Yeah.
Nintendo tapes. And somehow, I don't know where these came from, but one was WrestleMania from Nintendo.
The NES one?
Yeah.
Was it WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge? Or
No,
was
it was like
just
Oh,
WrestleMania?
come on.
Hogan on the
Oh,
cover.
no.
Like Boss Man on the cover?
Hogan was on the cover.
Just Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just
Booker.
called WrestleMania?
I think there was one just called WWF WrestleMania, and then there was WrestleMania Steel Cage
This match is
Challenge.
a nightmare.
That was a little before my... I was playing NES a lot of the time, but I was not a wrestling... I had not discovered wrestling.
And then I had, for the SNES, Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble was my first wrestling game, and I loved that game. It does not hold up at all.
Doesn't?
No, that and Raw, the 16-bit ones, are just not great.
I think my favorite wrestling game, I think I remember playing that Royal Rumble game. Oh boy. Was the Aki stuff on the N64.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think if you polled wrestling game fans worldwide, I think that would be
really?
a resounding, the Aki ones being the best.
Oh, God, I can't even save him because it won't let me get up. They are killing me with this match.
Delayed 3 count. Is that what that's called?
I mean, they do
Slow
it for
three?
dramatic effect. All I want to do is win this match. That's all I ask.
And a boom boom.
Nope. Stop letting me touch my own partner.
Yeah, that is a little weird. I mean, it probably makes for a really confused crowd, but
Yeah. Ugh. All right, I'm going to go get some weapons. That's what this
yeah.
match is missing.
Go get the belt and hit him with the belt. Uh-oh, John Cena knows what's up. He's just getting his pipe.
Yeah,
He got me.
America's
it's a kendo
sweetheart.
stick.
That might have been an actual pipe.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm going to go out here and get some weapons. Nope, that's not the button.
WrestleMania the arcade game.
Out.
Mentioning that. That's
Out of the
really
ring.
something.
Yeah, that wasn't in that box.
No, that would have been on PlayStation. Maybe Saturn too.
There's a really funny lineup of games. I should take a picture at some point of just like, the games that survived that I bought and didn't rent.
Yeah.
Very telling, I think, of like what shapes my current, appreciation for video games. Like Out of This World, Mystic Quest, John Madden Football, the first one.
Yeah.
That Royal Rumble.
This is all Super?
This was all Super. This stuff was Super. Mario Paint. I think I traded Link to the Past for a guitar amp.
God damn.
It's a good trade.
Best game.
Do you still have that amp?
I might still have like a little PV. I might still have it.
Oh, you mean that PV practice amp that like everyone had?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And listen, Link to the Past is a great game.
Yes.
But it's not a guitar amp, is what you're saying.
True.
Shame there's nowhere else to play it. I might still have that one. What else is in that thing? SimCity.
Oh, yeah. That was actually pretty popular.
Yeah, it was
on
pretty
Oh, the Super Nintendo version?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
worked out.
one of the best versions of SimCity.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, the 2 Final Fantasies. I'm not going to name the numbers because I don't know the ones. 7th Saga.
I had very few Super Nintendo carts, is what I realized the last time I went through my game collections. That I owned like 7 or 8 games, but I really rented a lot of games back then.
Rental period. So I have probably about 10 to 12 games, and I just rented everything. That was like the height of renting.
That's probably where I'm at, too. And then the ones you did have, you just played the shit out of.
Yep.
Like, I put hundreds of hours into Mario
I got the
Kart.
belt.
I probably
Using
had
the belt.
12 or 15, like, Mario World, Yoshi's Island.
Like 10 to 12.
My dad would buy, like, sports games frequently, but, like, they weren't necessarily great. It'd be, like, Jack Nicklaus Golf, Michael Andretti Racing, a Side Pocket pool game.
Oh, sure.
And then, like, I had all the very, like, Nintendo-y games, like, although I loved NBA Jam.
I didn't own it. Rented.
I always got Mortal Kombat on Genesis because of the blood.
Right,
I mean,
of
I
course.
know this Super got it starting with
And
2,
Street
but
Fighter, obviously.
Street Fighter. Actually, I don't know if I ever owned Street Fighter 2 on Super. I would always play that at my friend Lane's house. Yeah.
That's probably the game I played the most on Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2.
I played the shit out of it, but yeah, I don't think I ever owned it. I would rent the Genesis one, too, when I was at my mom's house.
Oh, shit.
Question from the chat. Did you ever beat 7th Saga? No, and I'm glad that somebody else has recognized that is a game. I don't think I know anybody else who even knows that is a video game.
I remember that game.
I've heard of it.
7th Saga, really?
Yeah, I remember it. I never played it, but I remember it.
I don't think I've ever met anybody else who has touched that thing. I thought it was cool at the time.
On the first 2 Donkey Kong countries. Mario Paint, I loved Mario
Mario
Paint.
Paint was great. Then my mouse was in there. I should try and bring
Oh,
it
yeah?
in. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's probably, I don't want to open that ball up in that mouse. It's probably disgusting.
I want to
bet.
find the cart at my dad's
it's
house for Mario Paint because, like, I think I saved all the like old WrestleMania posters I made in Mario Paint. So, like, Undertaker versus Undertaker. Like, I would make all that stuff in like '94.
Oh man, yeah. I wonder what's on. I forgot those things have batteries in them. I wonder if they're all dead.
But you could only save like 3 things at a time in Mario Paint.
yeah,
I did it.
Nice.
Nice
I
job.
pinned him with a suplex. That was it.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, whatever. It's done. That's the important part, is we finish that match.
Excellent work. That's a stupid Tron.
Yeah, it's just a big
Giant
circle.
eye. Yeah.
Oh, John Cena's never gonna have a career.
Oh, Griffey Jr.'s baseball on Super. That's one of the games I played the most back then.
People keep asking about, like, is Good Friday not a U.S. holiday? Is it a holiday elsewhere?
It's a holiday.
not a
People have off. My kid,
Okay.
my son
Yeah.
has off from school. He had to go for a half day because of.
I don't think I've ever had Good Friday off. For
When I was in
anything.
Catholic school, you get a fucking
Well,
week
that's
off.
a
It's
different
awesome.
thing, but yes.
So the only good thing about Catholic school.
He burned through all those snow days, so he has to go in for a half a day.
Oh, yeah?
And my daughter's daycare. It was actually a big to do in my house this morning. My daughter's daycare was off. Max had to go in for half a day. He was not happy.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, would you? Could you blame him?
No.
It's like your sister has off and you don't.
Oh, yeah. I'd be mad.
Yeah, it's the Undisputed Championship.
Yeah, I never liked that.
No, it was never a great belt,
No.
but I liked. Again, I liked that there was just one undisputed champion.
Yes,
yeah, that's a good
that
thing.
was
to
nice.
have, but it was a crappy belt.
But what if you had a second world title that looked like a big fruit roll-up?
Yeah, you might be onto something.
Yeah. That said, I am actually really impressed with how they've handled Reigns Lesnar this year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like-
we talked about this a little bit before, but yeah,
on the
like,
show?
yeah, we have. But like, I'm in agreement. Like, I think that it's the best thing they've done with him in a walk in a very long
His
time.
name is
Yeah.
Reigns Leslie.
No. In the Reigns Lesnar.
Roman
feud.
Reigns and
Roman
Brock
Reigns
Lesnar.
and
Reigns
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
he had like
yeah.
a son or something.
Because it's a same main event they did at WrestleMania 31 in San Francisco a while ago, and people just hated it back then, and people will still boo Roman, but the story's been much better. The way Roman has been portrayed is better. He's been playing the role better, and everyone is just kind of tired of Lesnar at this point. They've done
and
a
understandably so.
Yeah.
Dude's never around, and when he is, he's definitely like, he's half-assing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember you guys talking about Roman Reigns and how he has earned it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at no point was it Reigns. I mean, he wasn't great at promos, but like the dude worked his fucking ass off all the time. Like, he is trying. And he was thrust into a position, pretty early on in his career that he has handled it as well as I think anybody could.
Well, Razor Ramon was the one with the toothpick, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Hall, yeah.
Roman Reigns, different person.
Yes.
Yes.
They are different people with equally greasy hair.
Yes.
Well, that's wrestling.
Yeah. Everyone is oily all over.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm getting a U.S. title shot now against my former partner.
Oh, no.
Charlie Haas.
Oh, not Charlie Haas.
Yeah, no, that'll be challenging.
By the way, I actually have some modicum of interest in that U.S. title match at WrestleMania now that they added Rusev.
Is he in it now?
Yeah, they added him. I heard it's because Vince was impressed with the Rusev Day sales for the shirts and stuff.
Oh,
like his merch
God, I
sales were
love that
good.
that's the thing. It's always the shirt sales.
I mean, yeah.
Look, I'm not saying shirt sales aren't important, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be, but also I love that it just
That
throwing dudes
drives-
matches because of it.
Yeah, well, hey, it's a better match now.
Also, Rusev is still like one of the best things in wrestling
yes,
right
he's
now.
fucking hilarious, and he's great in the ring.
It's telling. He's one of those guys that like he's had a lot of different weird storylines and gimmicks over the years, some of which very much have not worked. But like the core aspect of what Rusev is, which is just a really angry guy who will brutalize people.
Yes.
And also is weirdly funny.
Yes.
It comes across no matter what stupid thing they saddle him with.
I will say my favorite form of Rusev is the one that's on Total Bellas and Total Divas. Because that's just him being the big funny weirdo that he is all the time. It's great. And seeing him interact with Lana.
I also like that they put him with Aiden English. Like, I think that the team he had with Simon Gotch was too short-lived. I thought they could have done more with that. But also, like, I'm just glad that Aiden English is getting some time.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Yeah, he's a very charismatic dude.
Yeah, and they work weirdly well together.
Yes.
Yeah. This singing, stick thin, or like it's weird because he's like super muscular, but he's also just like 0% body
lean.
fat.
He's sinewy.
Yeah, he's a sinewy like Shakespearean actor character with
Who
this
sings.
giant, the Bulgarian brute. This guy who came out on a tank representing the Russian Federation a few years ago. You wouldn't think they were great together, but they are.
I think we're talking about how great we are.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you got the Dead Man, you got the Biggest Man, you got the Berserker, you got Booker T. Does Booker T have a nickname?
5-time champion, five-time.
I believe this is setting up what we call in the biz a swerve. Because Booker is essentially saying, I'm going to come for you no matter what. Doesn't matter who it is. I'm coming for a belt if you get it.
Oh, and that means he's going to turn?
I think so.
Is the coach a real person?
Yeah, Jonathan Coachman. He worked for ESPN for a while.
Oh, yeah?
He was also my former weatherman.
Yes, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Your personal weatherman.
Yes. Come to my bedroom every morning, tell me if it was going to rain.
It's going to rain today, Dan.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Jonathan.
All right, see you. I'm locking the door. Thanks, Jonathan.
Charlie Haas. Oh, that's Mark Jindrak. This is my
all
setup
interchangeable.
match. Yeah, this is my setup match for eventually facing Charlie Haas.
Like half the dudes that came over in the invasion looked like that.
Yeah, just muscly, short, crew cut dudes.
Yep.
In the same trunks.
So you do this the warm up?
Yeah, this is my warm up before I get my title shot. Which is this is how WWE paces out a lot of their feuds. Like, here's 3 weeks of you fighting unrelated people. Maybe one of those weeks, the guy you're feuding with shows up to interfere, and then you have a title match.
Although their favorite thing now is the champion losing non-title matches 8,000 times before the title match.
By God, X has pinned the champion.
It's so fucking dumb.
Dan.
Yes.
How do you manage the bathroom breaks during like a WrestleMania?
It's tough. Last time I did it while Pitbull was performing.
Yes. First of all, how dare you disrespect Mr. Worldwide?
I mean, it was the only time wrestling was not happening. It's difficult. It is very difficult.
Do you consume beverages and food?
Yeah. Last time I got a bunch of like nacho-y type stuff and a lot of beer. And it's like a 7-hour show, so sometimes I will have had a lot of beer by the end of it.
Yeah. People get wasted during it?
Yes.
They get thrown out?
It's happened.
I've never seen anyone get thrown out.
It's happened.
Oh, I'm sure it's definitely happened, but not in my immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Usually it's just people yelling obnoxious things, and it
Yes.
doesn't get much beyond that.
And sometimes somebody
No
will say
fights
some
in the
shit.
crowd?
Yeah, and sometimes people in the crowd will say shit that's just really not cool. And wrestling crowds have been pretty good lately about shutting that down.
Oh, really?
Which I
Yeah.
like. Like a lot of the stuff around the Page stuff. it got real ugly for a bit, and people would shut the fuck up.
I feel like people just don't have this, like, it's just not fun for anyone when people start doing that shit, so they're just not willing to put up with it.
There's still a lot of, like, self-congratulatory, like, we are awesome chants for, like, crowds that are doing a bunch of chants and stuff. Like, I hate that shit. But as far as just, like, straight up, like, bad stuff.
Yeah, just because a bunch of people just get wasted, like, drink too quickly in the first 2 hours.
I mean, back in the late 90s when it was all sex and violence and stuff, you definitely got a lot of that stuff. But now that, there's way more families and stuff, people are less prone to do it. Also, that changes dramatically based on what city you're seeing it in. I've seen a lot of wrestling in Kansas versus New York and San Francisco, and it's very different crowds. Hell, it's a different crowd from Madison Square Garden to the Barclays Center, Like, it can be very,
there are a few
very
things, despite the the sort of internationalization and kind of widespread appeal of wrestling. There are a few things more still regional than wrestling and wrestling crowds. Like every region feels like it has a fairly distinct personality when it comes to how they are at these kinds of shows.
Totally, it's fascinating. Oh, did you see The Miz on that Cleveland Raw last week?
No,
okay.
I haven't. The only thing I watched was Daniel Bryan coming back. I have not watched anything else.
So The Miz is a fucking perfect heel, and he's doing the best work of his career. He is such a great dickhead, and he's from Cleveland. And usually when somebody's in their hometown, they get cheered whether they're a good guy or a bad guy. And so Miz comes out, and they're all chanting, welcome back or welcome home or something. It's like a loud welcome home chant. And he just soaks it in for a bit. He's got the microphone. He's kind of waiting for the chants to die down. And then he just goes, I live in L.A. And the crowd, boo!
It's a good troll.
That is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
He's so good. Congrats to Miz and Marie. So they just had their daughter.
In real life.
Yeah, they did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, The Miz is fucking amazing.
He has turned a corner in a way that I don't think anyone could have foreseen like 6 or 7 years ago.
He has earned the respect. No.
This was right before he would have broken in.
Doing a lot of like on-cam hosting SmackDown. Eventually doing like Diva Search hosting and stuff like that. And he was despised by the locker room. He was despised by the fans for fucking years.
Because he was a reality show guy.
Yeah,
he was on The Real World.
He was an outsider.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on the New Orleans season of The Real World before he broke into wrestling.
And so he was hated for years. He was banned from the locker room for a long time. And he had to like change in his car and shit. And he has just earned the respect of like even the most hardcore smarky fans love The Miz now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see
he's
how
Johnny Cage. Like his whole persona is just Johnny Cage, and he's really good at it.
But then also when he gets super real, like that Talking Smack thing with Daniel Bryan, like that's one of the most impassioned wrestling promos I've ever seen. You can tell he meant everything he said.
Yep.
Like he's fucking
he's
tearing
a
up
heel.
during it. I have so much respect for Miz.
He was in The Real World as like before.
Like
he got
legitimately,
as Mike Mizanin.
And that was like part of the thing was that like he was the wrestling fan in the household, and like you could see.
Was he jacked?
No, I mean he was he had some muscle or whatever, but like the thing was that like he was you could tell in that show he was like formulating what The Miz was going to be, because he called himself The Miz. Like he talked about how he was going to have this wrestling persona called The Miz.
Yep.
That was when I was still watching The Real World.
That's right. It was season 10. It was Back to New York.
I thought, was it Back to New York? I
don't
it was
remember.
I
thought it was New York. I didn't think it was New Orleans. I haven't
thought
seen
it was
so I'm
earlier
not sure.
than that, but I could be wrong.
Anyway, that's funny.
Yeah, he's. I have just tremendous respect for that dude.
I really thought it was earlier than that.
What's his real name?
Mike Mizanin.
Mizanin.
Yeah.
It's true. The Undertaker is only about the Undertaker.
Who was that?
True words, Charlie Haas.
Oh,
that's my.
Charlie.
My
Keep forgetting
opponent.
Charlie Haas.
So did the world.
Yeah.
He's not even like the more popular of like the underlings of Kurt Angle. Like Shelton Benjamin is a much bigger star.
Still.
Yeah.
Shelton fought Nakamura on SmackDown last week.
Oh, Undertaker's.
By the way, I have to mention Nakamura fucking tweeting a Metal Gear Solid line, which I always thought, already thought Nakamura was like the coolest fucking dude in the world, and then he tweets a goddamn Metal Gear Solid line.
I mean, look, Metal Gear Solid is a very popular video game.
I know, but I've never really seen him talk about video games that much. And so for him to mention one on Twitter and have it be fucking Metal Gear, man, I like that.
Oh,
Dan, what's your favorite?
I have to end his career.
What's your favorite stadium food?
Soft pretzel with like 80 extra things of nacho cheese. It's just the best. And then just like giant, cheap, well, not cheap, but shitty beers.
Right, not cheap.
The shitty beers are still $12.
Yeah. Is it mostly just like PBR and stuff?
A lot of Bud Lights and stuff like that.
Wait, how can I hit him with a sledgehammer and still become United States champion? Won't I get disqualified?
Distract the ref.
How
Charlie
though?
Haas tagged with Viscera? Is that when he was Big
How?
Daddy V?
Wait, how am I supposed to do this?
There might be like a thing where somebody comes out and distracts the ref, or the ref gets knocked out or something.
Oh, maybe.
We'll see. Or maybe if you do it outside the ring. Like some games, if you attack with a weapon outside the ring, it won't be an immediate DQ.
Yeah, I feel like I did that last time, and that's when I got DQ'd, because Vinny was like, oh, I hit him with the thing, and then I got
true.
DQ'd.
Yeah, don't blame me, but it's true.
No, I blame you.
Yeah, that's okay.
I blame you exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about that P-break again, I don't know what my P-break this year is going to be, because I actually kind of want to see the Kid Rock performance.
I like that you're thinking about it this far ahead of time.
Yeah.
You said there are like periods where it goes dark, right? For I assume commercial breaks or
Not during pay-per-view.
no.
No,
Oh, that's right. No commercials
Mania
right
is
there.
kind of thing after thing. And like all the matches, for the most part, sound really good. Maybe during the entrances for the U.S. title match. But that'll probably be like pre-show.
All right,
I'll figure it
I mean,
out.
because the bathrooms, you got to figure out a time too, and the bathroom's not going to be super crowded.
Exactly.
When everybody goes, right?
Yes. Back in the day, when they didn't take women's wrestling seriously, that was the designated P-break, is when it was a Divas match. Well, I mean, to be fair, they weren't giving the women the time in the ring to actually have interesting matches. It wasn't the women's fault. You know, it was the way they were scheduled and everything. But I usually have...
Jesus, Alex.
Well, I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah. Well, if you hit somebody with a sledgehammer?
Well,
I got
mean,
DQ'd.
he was testing it. I understand.
I think that's just all that's supposed to happen, is that I'm supposed to get DQ'd.
Oh,
in
if
this.
that's it, then yeah.
I think that's the story, is that the Undertaker has led me astray by not even convincingly telling me, oh, yeah, you'll still be U.S. champion.
But also, it was a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I hit him with, he told me to hit him with a sledgehammer, so I did that.
All right.
I did the thing the boss told me to do.
Okay, listen.
I've typically been very lucky with the peeing situation at WrestleMania, because I'm usually the first row on the riser, so all I have to do is hop. Like, even if I'm dead center, I don't have to, like, shuffle through. I just kind of hop over the fence and run to a bathroom. You get yelled at, but whatever.
Yeah, you got yelled at, I assume, right?
Yeah, but I mean...
You gotta go to the bathroom.
If I got kicked out of WrestleMania, it'd be
Oh, man.
not great.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, don't get kicked
I bet
out
your
of
wife would be very upset.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
You should stay. Stay and Periscope it to me, please.
Yeah. I went to go get some concessions during the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at the Superdome last time, and I missed Cesaro throwing Big Show, like picking him up and slamming him over the top. I just remember hearing the whole crowd going fucking nuts, and I was trying to get the network working on my phone, and the network had just debuted, so it wasn't working that well. And then I was like, oh, I just missed this awesome WrestleMania moment.
I got a question here.
Bring it on.
In chat. This comes from Awkward Loser. Ask Dan or Alex who the guy was that legit out-wrestled Kurt Angle and almost broke his arm with a Kimura.
So
around this time.
That was Daniel Pooter, who was a Tough Enough contestant, and they did a segment on SmackDown where they brought in a bunch of these prospective wrestlers, and they were like basically going to like put him in there against Kurt Angle, and it was going to be a shoot. Like, obviously, Kurt Angle, this Olympian wrestler, is going to just like out-wrestle the shit out of these kids and teach them how tough WWE is or whatever.
Yeah.
So they didn't really script it out. And Daniel Pooter wanted to make a name for himself, and he was a legit MMA guy. And so he put Angle in this Kimura lock during this match, which, I mean, that will break your fucking arm.
Ugh.
But the thing is, Kurt couldn't tap because Kurt's a fucking main event superstar. This is some fucking prospective Tough Enough guy. So he could not tap. That would be
he
like
just let him
so
break
he
his
let
arm?
it happen. And I want to say it was a referee that noticed what was going on. Like, oh god, this guy is shooting on Kurt Angle. And
When you say shooting, like trying
like
to do a
he's
real
really
thing?
trying to like do the shit here. And I think he did like a quick 3 count. He's like, oh, Pooter's shoulders are down for the Kimura, and he was like 1, 2, 3 or something. I might be getting that specific wrong.
Really?
Yeah. And then like you see Kurt Angle pop up afterwards and get in Pooter's face, and he's like, what the fuck did you think you're doing? And he got fucking reamed by everyone.
Did
Like,
he get thrown out?
I mean, he was gone within a couple months. I don't know if he had a contract, but like his career is fucking done.
What was his name?
Daniel Pooter. Like you pull that shit.
P-U-D-E-R.
P-U-D-E-R.
Yeah, P-U-D-E-R. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a fucking career killer.
Jeez.
What a dumb fucking idea that was. Kurt Angle. Fuck you.
What do you think was going to happen? Do you think wrestling was real?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna beat Kurt Angle, and like he'll have to tap out, and like I'm gonna look like a badass.
But he
and-
really broke his arm?
No, like
No,
he would
was-
have.
He would have if he kept the hold on.
If the ref had not noticed what was going on so quickly, that could have been a real bad situation.
Jeez. What was that during?
What's that?
What was that during? Was
That would have been maybe around this era, maybe a year or two later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pooter's shoulders were down. Jimmy Corderas saw it. He quick counted the pin. Yeah, saved Angle's shoulder. Yep.
Boy.
The whole thing was a mess.
What a mess.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh,
It's
boy.
Cena. Just watch him do his little, I just want to see him do his little trot.
I just saw that on the Giant Bomb TV Infinite thing. You playing that Sumatori or
Sumatori Dreams, that game's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. I should have gone home, but it wasn't.
Giant Bomb Infinite actually resurrected a video that I had forgotten mostly that I had done, which was like it It was a bombastica for a game called Ghost Hunter. It was a PS2 game, which I reviewed when I first started working at GameSpot, and apparently a bunch of people in the chat had never seen it or heard of it or remembered that it existed, so I got like messages being like, when did you do this? Is this a Berenstein Bears situation? What happened?
There are a lot of videos.
It's such a fucking weird moment. I'm sure we've all had that where it's like, you hear the name of a game and it sounds vaguely familiar, and then you like Google it with your name and it's like, wait, I fucking reviewed this game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember the name of it, and I wrote a whole review of it.
Somebody pulled up, somebody linked to me. Apparently, I was on the quick look for Sonic and also Racing Transformed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
interesting.
Years ago when it came out.
Wow.
No idea.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh, shit, I had not heard this, but Hayes in the chat says that during the Royal Rumble that year, a bunch of guys beat the shit out of Pooter during the Rumble as payback, and that was the end of it.
Like, for real, beat him
They
up?
probably, yeah, some
They
potatoes
probably
being
stiffed
thrown.
him at the very least, but
yeah.
yeah. Great.
Good.
Man.
Wait, is Chavo in the new ministry now? What's happening? Why is he my partner?
Like, how could you... Unless they're very good at like setting up, like, hey, don't worry about it, man. We'll be cool. Like, why would you ever get in the ring with 29 other people that want to kick your ass for real?
Which the chat is also saying it was Hardcore Holly, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit that were being real stiff with him. And
Right.
man, those are
very tough dudes.
yes, that take wrestling very seriously.
Like, you must know it's over
Yeah.
minutes after you try to pull that stunt.
Oh, the tone in the
Like,
locker room.
walk away.
Yeah.
Go get a different job.
Yes, you are not working in this business again.
Like, not like, I'll turn around.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll
Yeah,
apologize.
I'm in
It
the
sounds like
Rumble?
some people,
Awesome.
like I saw some people saying that like people were mad shitty to Pooter before all of that. Like,
I heard he's just kind of a dick.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe no one is actually the good guy in this situation, and everyone is awful.
I mean, I feel bad for Angle. I mean, that was a shitty position to put him in.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought he was
Somehow that
gonna,
didn't go through the table.
yeah, I thought he was going to hit the table. Is that table?
That is an announce table. The collapsible announce table.
Ugh.
Put him through it? No. Okay.
So soft pretzel, nacho cheese.
Yeah.
You have trouble carrying that stuff when you're coming back?
Did you just do a Michinoku
It
driver on
looked
me?
like it.
Is that a move that John Cena has ever done?
No.
I don't know.
I think yes. I think when he was doing those U.S. Open challenges, I think he pulled out a Michinoku driver at one
All right.
point. No, I mean sometimes I'm getting beers for other people. Like thankfully, since I am right on that first row, that like a lot of the guys walking by with the things, at least the beers,
beer
they
guy?
will. You can do that, yeah. And then I just have to carry a pretzel down.
What's the revving the lawnmower thing?
Revving the lawn.
Yeah, he was just like, bow, bow, bow.
Was he just punched in the head? Little punches?
No, he like before he like fell on him. He's doing his dumb face thing.
Was it this thing?
No, I thought he was like doing some of this.
Let me know if you see it again.
There's a bad 5-knuckle shuffle. Well, keep an eye out.
All right.
I hate carrying stuff through stadiums.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's like,
I just don't like stadiums. I don't really like being in stadiums.
those cardboard trays are just designed to fail.
Oh yeah. Someone who worked at a movie theater had to fill a lot of those.
They
yeah,
suck.
I've cleaned up a lot of those. Yeah.
Oh man. And I kind of like very few things can rain on your parade, like dumping the beer. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's his like. That is the theatrics he does before his
just shuffle.
punch.
Just a thing.
It's a whole. He does this and he. Yeah.
We're-
The magic trick of distraction. Look over here.
Just the coin pops out.
I like being in stadiums for WrestleMania specifically because the moment you walk in, because the sets are just fucking
They're enormous.
extravagant
Yeah.
every year, and the moment that you like walk through and you're going down your seats and you see what the stage looks like last year with the fucking roller coaster and the globe, which is like, oh my fucking god, this is amazing. And like they usually do a little tease on YouTube like a couple days before Mania once it gets constructed, and I try to stay away from that just because like I want to get that like walking in like, oh my god.
Chavo, I'm gonna need your help here in a second. Chavo.
Will you,
it was the ropes, thank God.
you gonna do the whole fan event?
Wait, you get 2 access sessions with the travel package, and like I usually wind up like maybe I'll stop by and use one of the sessions and walk around, but like I don't need to wait in line to get fucking autographs and shit. So, and a lot of the exhibits are the same year after year.
Oh,
but
really?
like,
Like
yeah,
they
but I'll
travel?
go. A lot of times they will have like a Hall of Fame exhibit that's like the people that are getting inducted that year.
Sure.
So like there'll probably be like a lot of Goldberg stuff this year. So I'll check that out.
Wow. Booty Buster.
Yep. That is a famous Bubba Ray Dudley move. of the Dudley Boys, who are going into the Hall of Fame this year.
There.
Well deserved.
Oh, yeah.
That seems illegal. What do you call that movie?
That was the Burning Hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even giving me a 1 count.
That was the one he was.
Cena is not protecting my image.
No selling. Is that what it's called?
Yes, no selling. You're learning. You're getting the lingo down, whether you want to or not.
Dan, how has the selling been on Dragon Ball? Folks,
good selling.
Good selling.
Yeah, yeah.
You're buying
a little too much.
There's a lot of no selling in Dragon Ball. A lot of like, I'm hitting you with my finisher, and the guy's just like, eh.
I feel like that's all Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball is the most no selling, I guess. But when they do sell, it's usually like when Goku just punched Jace right in the fucking face, and he's like, ah! Like, there's some pretty good whiny selling.
But yeah, I do feel like that whole series is pretty much like, oh, I thought you were strong.
Yeah, it'd be like if Cena did a fucking burning
trickle of blood.
Yeah. It's basically if Cena gave Berserker a burning hammer right now, and Berserker just stood right up and was like...
I mean, Cena's done that to me like twice now.
True.
Thank you very much.
Hogan did that to a fucking tombstone pile driver in like 91.
But it had like the hat, like the tic-tac-toe board on his cheek, just like the hash lines on it, just be like,
yeah. Interesting.
Come on.
That actually hurt for a second.
What are you doing?
guess I'll have to finish this quickly.
I didn't think I'd have to go to my second form, but you've impressed me.
Form 42 coming
just
up.
Reversing everything now. We've hit that stage of the match where everyone's just reversing everything because our meters just keep building up. How many finishers can I do on Cena before he finally goes down? What do you think?
3.
2004 Cena, I think 3 should do it, yeah.
All right, I'm up to like 6.
All right. Can't be too careful.
This is like the 6th like special move I've done on him.
Dan, what
Yes.
kind of sneakers does John Cena wear?
I don't know.
I thought you were wrestling.
I don't really know sneakers at all. I know Shane McMahon is...
Probably New Balance, right?
Oh. Shane McMahon calls himself a sneakerhead.
Okay.
I know he wears different, like, super rare sneakers every time he's out, but I don't know shit about shoes.
Like, I feel like that was literally the first thing everyone pointed to when he came back was that he was wearing dope sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
Shane McMahon?
Yeah.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
like, he's booked as a good guy, but his character, I have
His
no idea
character
why he's
sucks.
a good guy.
He's a real asshole.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Like, it's one of those cases where you can tell the McMahons just don't want to paint themselves as villains, at least in the context that Shane McMahon's character is playing. Like, he's supposed to be the hero of the people, like GM or owner type dude.
It doesn't
Oh,
work,
wow. I
though.
did it.
Nice
wow.
work.
I did not think that was going to
But, like,
happen.
all his behavior is just abhorrent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet he's supposed to be cheered, and, like, the bad guys have legit gripes and stuff.
Yeah.
Is Triple H supposed to be the bad guy of the organization?
Triple H is pretty much perennially evil now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time Triple H was a straight-up babyface. You see he's wrestling Cena at that Abu Dhabi show?
No, but that's a main event you can definitely put on.
Yeah, yeah. And the 50 people in the Royal Rumble. Like, that's going to be on the network.
Yeah.
Yep. Ladder match, Samoa Joe's coming back.
Cena is
good.
always a good guy, right?
Cena was a bad guy at times early in his career, and then once he started really moving some merch and like finding his character and stuff, like he's been a good guy for like 10 years.
Do you think once the shirt stops selling, he'll like bad Hogan?
That's what everyone wants, but like I understand why they're hesitant because the dude is the most charitable fucking dude.
You didn't see that cutscene, Alex?
No, I did, but like
Okay.
Booker T took my title shot.
Yeah,
he took my
he
title.
said he's
That
gonna
was my
get-
belt.
That's the swerve, right?
There you go. Not
You called
possession.
it.
I thought he was gonna like wait for me to get the belt and then attack me, but no, he just like, nah, fuck you. I got your title shot. How about that? Man, I trusted you, Booker.
Aw.
Yeah, see, I'm upset.
Yeah, run in there.
How dare you? Oh, I'm gonna get betrayed, aren't I? Everyone's gonna turn on me right
Hey,
here.
hey, it's just business. Just business.
belts.
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
yep, there it is.
Through the spine, out the stomach.
Right in the
Punching your
mommy
balls
daddy
from
button
the
right
back.
there.
Oh, float up.
But I'm a Viking.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, no, they're just going all the way with this one.
Yeah, Cena's just extremely charitable, and like he is a really good face for the company. Like he's done way more Make-A-Wish things than anybody in history, not just wrestlers.
I have watched this stuff. I've watched this charity stuff.
Yeah, he's
Undertaker, this is a deliberate misrepresenting of the events. You are not being honest here.
This is how I remember it. This is how it goes. Actually, I think he's being very reasonable. Booker T did deserve a shot just as much as you did.
I did what he told me to do.
Is this the place to discuss this, guys? You want to go back to the locker room? And
No, I think we'll hash this out right here.
That happens a lot in wrestling.
Yeah, just a lot of conversations in the ring.
Yeah.
Just listen, just go home and be
All
a
right.
family man.
Well, I guess I am set against the new ministry now. I'm no longer a member.
The new ministry.
Yeah. I'm also a client.
I have seen John Cena videos where kids look very happy.
Oh my God. Yes.
They like explode into confetti.
Yeah. It's kind of incredible what he does for kids.
Also, he always looks really goofy because he's like bursting, like when he dresses in his civvies, whatever he's wearing, he's always regular human clothes, and it's just his like a tiny little hat fitting on his like just everything about him is huge. His jaw is just a Lego brick, and everything is just like. It's just like shaking a tiny hand of a kid.
But dressed like a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, dressed like
with the jorts and the bright t-shirt, the sneakers.
Right, with like
40-year-old
suspenders on.
Yeah, this G.I. Joe 40-year-old.
Yeah. Man.
Like, if Vince McMahon could create someone in the lab to be the perfect WWE employee, it'd be John Cena.
Yeah, you think he's loyal to the company?
Oh, my. Hustle, loyalty, respect. It's the second word in there.
But hustle's the first.
That's true. He does hustle.
Oh, like hustle, like move it, not hustle.
Yeah, like hey, show some hustle. Come on,
like do
shake
the
your
hustle.
ass. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like hustling.
No.
Okay.
He is the ultimate company man.
I'm getting my title shot.
Nice.
I'm getting my legit title shot. I'm sure they'll find a way to screw me over, but. All right.
Does Kurt Angle ever just come out like the apron there or the walkway and talk?
Yeah, he's the GM of Raw right now.
Yeah, he just get out there and spit some game.
Yeah. He gets punched by Triple H. There is a great picture. You should Google this. Just search for Kurt Angle, Triple H punch. It's one of the best pictures to come out of wrestling in a while.
Kurt
Angle, Triple. You've definitely seen this, haven't you?
What is it?
The one where Kurt's just like looking like Homer Simpson and getting like the staring off in his face.
Yes, yes, I've seen that.
Yes, it's the first result there. Just pull that up and take in what's happening here.
Why is he just standing there?
Well, because he was supposed to get punched by Triple H, but he didn't even make the slightest attempt to like act like he was trying to get out of the way. He's just staring into space while Triple H is full on punching.
Does he take it?
Yeah, he just takes it, falls down. All that.
Oh, he does.
An underrated element of Kurt Angle is just how funny that dude can be.
Yes.
Oh, so it was all intentional?
No, not that part. No.
I mean, I thought he was just playing it up as a bit, like,
No.
being oblivious.
I think he was no. He was supposed to get like blindsided by Triple H.
But like I thought like the blindsided part of it was just him just like being as oblivious as humanly possible.
No, you can only tell that in the picture, like in the actual video. Like he just decks him really quick, and you wouldn't really know. It doesn't play like a bit in motion, but that picture is just perfect.
It's a great shot.
Yes.
It's a good cut there. Where the technical director on the board was very fast.
Kevin Dunn.
All right. Well, we're gonna get at least through a couple more matches here, I think, today, and then I think we'll probably finish this up with the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's 32 total matches and on the main roster, and I'm at like 19 or 20 right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We're getting near like the Royal Rumble. We're getting near the road to WrestleMania. So like this is going to be the.
Does this end with a WrestleMania match?
I believe it does end with a WrestleMania match.
All good stories do.
That's good. It would be nice to end this, I think, around the WrestleMania, like one more after WrestleMania, and you guys can talk about WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And what
Yes.
happened, and like do this.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then, we'll take a little break from this series. We'll come back to it again with a different game. I'm thinking about maybe not jumping right into Day of Reckoning 2 for the next one. I was thinking about maybe doing Def Jam Vendetta. I'd be curious to see what people think about that.
Game, yeah.
It's a shorter story mode, I think, and also that's just a game I've wanted to go back and play.
Yeah.
Because eventually I want to do Fight for New York also, which has a much better story mode, but like Vendetta has a thing.
Jeez,
Yep.
Those games were weird but interesting.
They were.
Kind of cool.
It was a really interesting thing to do when they lost the license.
Yes. Well, it was like it was Aki that I don't remember if Aki directly developed or if they just licensed the engine to EA to make those games.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically how that
Aki
worked.
made those Ultimate Muscle games. They actually
Right.
developed those.
Right.
But EA was like very heavily in internal development was very heavily involved in making both of those games.
Right.
Before Def Jam Icon came around
I hated
and made it was a
Icon.
totally different thing.
I couldn't stand
loved
Icon.
what Icon was going for.
It
It
did
is not a coherent fighting game.
It's not fun to play.
No.
Let me just look up Icon. I don't know if I remember that one.
It's the one with like giant speakers in the background, and you would like do stuff timed to music. But it wasn't a wrestling game. It was like more.
No, it was like a fighting game.
Yeah, more so.
And right, and it would like you'd like do the thing, boom, and like everything would explode.
Yeah, like I mean, the style was cool, but it was not fun to play.
I remember that being though, right?
Fight for New York is still technically, I consider wrestling games. It is still the Aki engine. It is a street fighting game primarily, like you are in street fighting arenas, but you are grappling. You are constantly grappling in that game, so I still count it as a wrestling game. Icon is not.
Right. Yeah, Benny, I know you've heard some good stuff about WrestleMania this year, but it's like almost every fucking match has something interesting. Whether they like just told a competent story, or it's going to tear the fucking house down as far as wrestling goes, like AJ Nakamura.
I hope it delivers. You know, I hear a lot of grousing about wrestling often.
It is
nice to hear something positive.
Part and parcel with being a wrestling fan is at least 50% self-loathing and loathing of the thing that you love.
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm as much as I am super looking forward to AJ and Nakamura. Like I've seen that Wrestle Kingdom match. I'm not sure that they can top that for me, but like even the WWE version of that will be better than most things.
And I would have to imagine with those two guys, like
biggest possible stage.
That has to be the type of thing where the road agents are just like, guys, you know what you're doing.
Go nuts.
This person's going over. You got 30 minutes or whatever.
Yep.
Do your thing. You guys both know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I would hope that's how it goes.
I hope so too. And I have no qualms about that match. I'm excited for it. I just, it is a little bit funny because I think a lot of people have seen them when they were both in New Japan fighting each other. So it's not necessarily like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, maybe the way they're kind of selling it as.
But to see it at Mania is
on the biggest stage,
special.
There really is.
Yeah. And then there's other stuff, too, that like fucking Charlotte versus Asuka could be
that's
classic.
that's gonna be really good.
That sounds amazing. Yeah.
Like you guys saying I should buy WrestleMania. Actually, it's happening.
You get a free month,
PAX, right?
Yeah, you will definitely know people that are watching WrestleMania while you're in Boston.
And Undertaker was gonna come in and interfere, and I still won.
Nice.
Fuck you, Undertaker. I mean, not actually. Don't fuck the real Undertaker. I mean, just this Undertaker in game. Fuck
time for another one.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm saying it's over, but I'm just saying.
So wait, so when is PAX wrestling?
That's Sunday.
That is the Sunday of Paxmania. Is the Sunday of PAX.
And that is when is WrestleMania?
The Sunday of PAX.
So are they happening at the same time?
No, one is in the morning. The other starts in the afternoon.
Okay.
So you will definitely. I bet there will be a crowd of
car.
people.
I guess maybe we might be in the car while WrestleMania.
I think when like the pre-show and like the early matches are going on, we will still be in the car.
Okay.
Oh, so you're driving back right after?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're driving back on Sunday. Jeff will still be there until Monday, but everyone else is gone by Sunday.
Are you gonna listen to it in the car?
I don't think you can.
Well, if you put it on your phone
network.
and then just like
that's not the way to do
it. No, I'll just start watching the show when I get home, and then I'll catch up on it.
Vinny, are you familiar with Asuka at all?
No.
Oh man, I think you would appreciate.
Oh no, that's not true. I like through osmosis. Through
that's some wordplay. I like that.
Hearing you guys talk about is that a New Japan wrestler that came over?
She wrestled in Japan for a long time, then came over, and basically she's been undefeated since she came to WWE, and she's fucking awesome. Her character is hard to even describe, but it's incredible, and it's the one time they've like really just maintained that NXT momentum of a character, and made it even better.
Like the joy of Asuka is that there's no one specific.
Asuka's my favorite.
Well, there's no one specific personality trait you can point to and be like, okay, that's the gimmick. Like it's not that she has a job or a specific, like she's the funny one or the angry one or whatever. It's that she's just very strange. And she kind of just does what she wants. Like she just is weird and goofy and like makes her opponents sort of unsure of what she's even like up to or doing. And
weird trickster assassin.
Yeah, like that's how I describe it. A trickster assassin. Like she's incredibly good at just knocking people the fuck out, and then also is hilarious.
Is that just a ripoff of Pizza Cat? Because I've seen Pizza Cat.
Wait, from Hood Slam?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing like that. Okay.
That's a trickster assassin.
Yeah. So if she's wrestling someone that like a Liv Morgan or someone who she's obviously gonna just murder, she'll goof around and do silly stuff and little dances and taunts and stuff and be really funny. But then if she's wrestling like a Charlotte Flair, who's like a legit, great athlete, she will go into straight up murder mode, and it's extremely believable.
And like one of the best things about her is that you can see her style actually change depending on who she's fighting. Like some wrestlers, that's just like, hey, there is a version of that wrestler's match you will see all the time.
Yeah,
like Hogan. Their strategy is always, okay, here's where I get my signature moves in. But like she plays to the crowd in a really good way that like makes her think like she's changing up what she's doing with every single match.
Yeah, and rarely talks. You know, she's not super fluent in English, and she gets across so much just through her expressions and body language.
And when they do let her talk, she's good.
Yeah,
like she's good at delivering on what they tell her to do.
Oh yeah,
She's just so fun to watch. She's one of the best things in wrestling.
And she has a match in WrestleMania.
Yes,
against Charlotte, Ric Flair's daughter.
Yeah, she is wrestling for the SmackDown Women's title.
Yeah, which man, that will probably be the best women's match in WWE history.
Well, at least on as far as on a major pay-per-view, like that has the potential. Certainly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is there a WrestleMania like belt for the women's title? Like there's like the WrestleMania, there's the belt, right? The WWE Championship belt.
Right.
Is there a WWE women's
there's
belt?
a Raw women's title and a SmackDown women's
So is
title.
there a Raw men's title and it's
Yes,
basically.
There is no
okay.
single like unifying Ultimate Championship in WWE
there's
right
not.
now. There's
Okay.
there's
Right.
a one for each show.
really?
Yes.
And never the people change shows to like
Some from time to time.
can the same person so the one person can never have both belts.
Well,
technically,
Could be the
technically
Bo
they
Jackson
could,
of wrestling.
if they made a storyline reason for it to happen, they could, but they just don't.
And sometimes
Not yet.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that'll happen,
Listen.
and they'll unify the belts and stuff like that.
really? They tape
It's
them together?
happened when they decide they don't want to have a brand split anymore. Yeah, they tape them together. Apparently, Chad is saying that Asuka is very addicted to Monster Hunter World right now. She used to be a game journalist in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she worked for
that's
the
fun.
equivalent of official Xbox magazine in Japan for a
Yeah.
little while before she went into wrestling.
Yes, she's the best.
She got her on the E3 show.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking amazing. Honestly, having Woods and Joe and Drew Scanlon on the couch last time was one of the most surreal
And Samoa Joe.
hilarious. Joe, yeah. It was Joe Woods and Drew were all on the couch.
And Danny.
Me and Danny were just back
Yeah.
there just kind of watching. And it's just the weirdest couch in the world.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It's a pretty weird couch.
The Samoa Joe talking to Drew Scanlon. They hung around for a bit afterwards.
I like
too.
weird matchups on those shows.
Oh my God,
that is my thing. Is I like putting people together that I wouldn't necessarily would think would work together, but I think could.
Yeah. I've known, we met Woods in 2012 and hung out with him that first time.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was SummerSlam 2012 when he was in NXT doing that Access match.
That's
when
right.
we met him. Yeah, that was Paige's birthday.
How has it been 5 years since that happened?
Yeah. So we've known Woods for like 5 years, but like Joe, we followed each other on Twitter, but I didn't talk to him. He stuck around the green room for a while, and we talked games, and like he's fucking awesome.
Well, Joe was a fan of the Bombcast back in the day.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if he still listens, but like a long time ago, like he expressed condolences when Ryan passed
Yeah.
away. Like he was a fan.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when he tweeted at me. What? Oh, Joe? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, he's awesome. Come back soon.
I'm very excited for that.
Yes, I want him to get a main event run.
Yeah. The wrestling world is better with Samoa Joe in it.
Yes.
I was watching. This is a weird crossover thing. I was watching some Transformer review stuff, and one of the guys that they were talking to was a promoter from a small promotion where Samoa Joe, I guess, used to wrestle before he went up.
Yeah.
And he had like posters of Samoa Joe from that like the promotion that he ran in DVDs and stuff, and it was a weird thing. Yeah.
Huh.
I can try and watch it again, find it, and look at the name of the promotion that he was working in.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like Joe was just this indie darling, like forever. Like he was working the indies forever. He worked in TNA forever, and like so he's had a long career. He's not super young or anything. So he just now got to WWE like a couple years ago, and so it's so cool to see him after all these years of busting his ass and being huge on the indies, and he's just killing it in WWE.
And I think the word was always like he never made it to WWE because like WWE always saw him as like, he wasn't big enough to be a big man, but like, he was like too fat to be seen as like kind of like a sort of muscular type heel, and it was just like it just didn't fit an archetype that they were looking for when he was kind of at the height of his talent.
That's part of why he's so interesting, though.
Yeah.
He's this fucking tank that can move.
Yeah.
And he can wrestle 60-minute matches with guys like Daniel Bryan.
I mean,
and stuff,
anyone who has seen him wrestle ever, even at his laziest in TNA, he was still very good. Like anyone who just looked at that dude would be like, "Oh, this guy has it."
Which I just realized, think about Danny Bryan being back now. We can see Danny Bryan versus Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Like there are dream matches, like matches that have probably happened several times before in Japan or the Indies or whatever. But I would love to see now.
All right, well, I think we're going to see what this last match, or this next match is, and then we're probably going to call this the stream for the weekend.
Samoa Joe is voicing a character on the Transformers Machina series, according to chat.
Machina?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a series, but
Maybe he's a big Transformers guy.
maybe.
That's funny. I wonder, maybe that's how those people connected for that wrestling thing.
Maybe, yeah.
That's funny. Small world.
Also, like, adopts dogs all the time and shelters them over the weekend, and god damn it, good dude.
All right, one more dump of points here. Let's keep durability. That's an important one.
Yeah, I'll have to get him on. We'll talk Transformers.
Yeah.
All right, here's our last scene that we are going for here.
Last scene.
Whoop.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Matt Hardy again.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
This is a good closing way to close this out. Oh, is he going to? Oh, I think I'm going to fight him again.
This all seems like believable for wrestling storyline stuff in terms of like what I've heard you guys talk about.
Except the part where Undertaker's talking all the time.
Yes.
That's the part that takes me out of it. By the way, Vinny, I still owe you a sandwich, so you got to cash in on that at some point.
I'm still
Okay?
thinking about that.
I'm not going to let you forget that. I owe you that.
Party sub.
I will get the job. He's going to try and get the job done on me here.
6 foot party sub.
Yeah.
That's
that
what they
is
call me.
technically a sandwich.
Chicken,
Your gimmick?
Yeah.
Chicken cutlet, 6 foot party sub.
I am the 6 foot party sub.
I said a sandwich. That's a sandwich. Gonna make a wager on American Badass Taker?
I mean, I hope it happens, so I kind of don't want to bet against it.
Fair enough.
Oh, let me see though. I gotta see the text.
That said, I'll bet you $5.
Okay, $5.
$5.
American Badass, I win. Anything else? you
Yes.
win.
Fist
Okay.
bump.
So
My hand's a little sweaty from the controller, so I don't want to do that to you. But
So-
I can't believe these are all different.
he always had different stuff.
Yeah, but like for this game,
Yeah.
it's an over order.
That's really
too much food, I
I
guess.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Eyes bigger than the stomach. If you came out with this mean Mark Calloway.
Is he
Fucking
doing
awesome.
a thing at WrestleMania?
He's in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Which that documentary premieres April 10th. And I am extremely excited about it.
Yeah. That'll be good. David Shoemaker's involved in that.
Is he?
right? I think he
Oh, okay.
is.
That guy knows
He's
his
at
stuff.
least interviewed for it, but I think he had some involvement in like the research and
Okay.
writing of that thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. David Shoemaker used to write for the Bill Simmons
Grantland.
and he was like their wrestling writer, and for a while was like one of the very few people that was actually like writing seriously about wrestling. That's kind of changed. Like more
see
people
more of
take
it
it
now.
seriously.
Yeah.
Like Ian Williams writes a good column. I don't know if he still does it regularly, but he was writing for Vice for a while about
Oh, okay.
wrestling, and his stuff is always very good.
But like serious, like
Yeah, like
serious-
taking the like talking about it, but not just in like a gossipy, hey, here's what's happening behind the scenes kind of thing, but like actually kind of and analyzing and talking about it like it's an actual like performance type thing.
Yep.
Look at you, the U.S. champion.
Yeah, I want to savor me having this belt for a moment. Do I still have the tag belts? Am I still a tag champion, or did they
don't
just
think
forfeit
you-
that?
I don't think you lost them.
Yeah, I don't remember losing them.
You can definitely hold 2 belts at one time. Did Angle have 3 at one time? He was the Euro-Continental champion. I think he just had European and Intercontinental.
Yes.
Was there some time where Miz had like 3 belts? He had like tag belts.
When the Ultimate Warrior won the title from Hogan, he was still Intercontinental champion,
Yeah.
but he did have to forfeit it after that. They had an Intercontinental title
Right.
tournament after that.
Did that lead to the Honky Tonk Man's run?
No, he took it from
that's right, he
the
beat
Honky
Honky,
Tonk Man.
yeah.
Why do
originally.
they like? They're meaningless words, right?
What do you
Like-
mean?
Like the Intercontinental.
Oh,
It's just
thing.
it's just the name they gave a belt that is
They're
the
only
second tier belt.
It's the
Yeah.
only organization. They're not like going worldwide.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
handicap match. God damn it! All
Oh,
right, well
no.
this will.
You got this. Just go outside. Other DQs.
There are no DQ. There might be DQs, but at the very least, I should hopefully be able to knock someone out.
Go get some pipes. Hit people in the head.
I think there might be DQs though.
Mm.
It's fine. I can knock out Matt Hardy. I feel it.
Let's see if I can quickly find that wrestling organization.
You're pretty much convinced Reigns Lesnar ends the show?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think if they were unsure about how the crowd would react to that, they wouldn't do it. But at this point, they have enough evidence to support that people will not riot if he wins that match.
Yeah, but still, like, AJ Nakamura would be such a surefire crowd
It would,
pleaser.
but I don't think they think that belt or SmackDown in general is the bigger deal.
That's the big belt. That's the belt.
I know it is, but like also, you know,
Jinder had it.
there's
for
a reason
fucking
why
years. Yeah.
there's the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship
Yeah.
because they think the Raw is always a bigger deal.
Yes, they do, but I mean,
And Brock
that fucking
Lesnar
belt-
is objectively a bigger deal, I think. You
Yes.
know, I don't want him to be, but the crowd will probably. They think the box office will matter more with that match.
Yeah, and they're obviously willing to do stuff like put it on Jinder for half a year, you know?
Yeah.
Remember when Bray Wyatt had it last year?
Yeah. And they actually set it up okay. Like that wasn't
Randy Orton match?
Yeah. I mean, other than the whole wait, no, because like when he won the belt, it was
He wanted the Elimination Chamber, I think?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like I'm saying, like setting him up as the champion, like it actually felt like an okay thing, and then they squandered
They
it.
didn't do, I
immediately.
mean, like everything that's ever
Yeah.
happened with Bray Wyatt. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe he's a former champion. Although, I don't know what happens next with him because he got kicked into the Lake of Reincarnation. So,
Right.
like, is he gonna
Did
be
they
at
dredge up his
Mania?
body yet? Is he Husky Harris now? Is he now IRS Junior? What's going on?
Does he debut a new gimmick during the Battle Royal? I can't imagine them not putting Bray on the Mania card, or at least in the Battle Royal.
Get up.
It's called FTW. Maybe it was a very small.
I think FTW, I think of the Taz thing, but that wasn't a promotion.
Yeah, this might
Yeah.
be a very small thing.
Yeah. Not familiar.
I don't know. I thought it was very funny. As I was watching this video about talking about Masterpiece Transformers.
Joe on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Somebody's saying they should close with Charlotte Asuka. That would be fucking
You know what? I
amazing
bet
if
that
they
match
did.
will be closer quality. Like
Yeah.
every Charlotte like there's been like a couple of Charlotte WrestleMania matches at this point, right?
There was the one, the really great, it was the only really great match on the Dallas card, the WrestleMania 32 one. That was
that
the triple threat?
Yeah, that one was super good.
That was a great match. Other than that, what else is
I
Charlotte?
want to say there was another one, and I don't know. I just feel like Charlotte always turns it on really good for pay-per-views.
Oh, totally.
Like she and Sasha Banks are of that same mentality of I'm gonna kill myself for these
Yeah.
shows,
Well,
and
there
they
was-
always do well.
There was a big four-way last year, I think. Was that Bailey, Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte? Was it the Four Horsewomen? Nia was in some four-way for the title last year.
Yes, and she's up against Alexa Bliss this year, right?
Yeah, which, you know, they've told a story with that at
Yeah,
least.
no,
you
that'll
know,
be a
like-
good match. I think.
Yeah.
Nia has
that'll be
gotten
fun.
a lot better over time.
And Alexa's great.
What happens after WrestleMania?
Nothing.
slow
Wrestling ends.
for a bit.
We go into the post-WrestleMania lull for a while.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
it's-
they should have a break, but they don't, right?
They don't
No,
get a
no.
real break. We get a break from having to care about what's actually happening.
Sometimes it's good for like a month after WrestleMania because they're like, you know, whatever big new crazy things happen to Mania, you can do some fun new things with it. But then the summer months, it always gets a little slow.
Oh, isn't SummerSlam? In the summer?
SummerSlam is the second. They say it's the second biggest show of the year, but it's always worse than the Royal Rumble. So they try to build some big stuff for that, but like June-ish is usually not great. May and
Yes.
June are usually not great. Money in the Bank's fun.
Just go unconscious.
Do you remember that Baron Corbin won the fucking Money in the Bank last year?
No, not until you just mentioned it.
Yeah. And what's her name? Fucking Carmella is still carrying around the women's one.
Oh boy, that's the Burning Hammer.
Yes. All right. Just won't stay down. How many times can I drop him on his head before like he just stops? And this.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to rock over and punch Booker. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, as far as breaks go with wrestling, you know, I don't think Vince will ever straight up just like have an off season, but I think it would be smart to have like everyone on the roster gets like a 3-month break. And you just kind of like rotate out, like, oh, we do an angle where Randy Orton got hurt, even if he's not actually hurt, and he
Right.
gets 3 months to go hang out in Florida or whatever.
Take a break.
Yeah, like I would
AWOL,
like that
if you will.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, before he was he had a career in wrestling, notoriously went AWOL from the military.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like
not
in real life.
super great.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, whenever I see him at the like tribute to the troop shows and stuff, I'm like, you motherfucker.
He was in a
Like,
couple of those Marine movies too, like
Was
the
he?
Marine sequels. Yeah,
they took him off. they replaced him with Miz because
No,
of
he
the
was
AWOL
in one
thing.
of them. Like
Was
one
he?
of them went ahead beforehand, and then I think they changed it after people were like, "Hey, this is kind of fucked up."
I thought none of them actually came out.
I thought there was one that he starred in that actually came out.
How many of them have there been?
There's like 5.
A lot.
Wait, with
One was in theaters, and that was John Cena, and then all the other ones have been direct to video.
Oh, without John Cena?
Without John Cena.
then Ted DiBiase Jr. Then did it just go straight?
Was it Ted DiBiase Jr. that was the second one?
Because that's what because when we did something at Game Informer with him, and he was promoting that. So
Oh
we
my
were trying to
God.
play the game, and he kept bringing up
Is it
the
like
Marine
a-
2 Cruise Control or whatever.
WWE production?
Yeah, WWE films. I never see those. Not really my thing.
No, that's fair. They're bad movies. Like I don't think they've ever actually made a good movie.
I honestly don't know if I've seen one of them. I know technically...
The Rundown wasn't a WWE
No.
production, was it? Technically,
No, not at all. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a WWE movie.
What else have they made?
Oh my
They've
god.
made a million
The
direct-to-video
Chaperone. What's the one where the Big Show has a diaper or something? Big Baby or something.
No, dude.
Okay.
Where all the trailer jokes are like him farting on a bus or something.
Oh.
Chaperone. There's the Kane See No Evil one. I think they made 2 of those.
Yes.
There
There was a movie that had no, like, as far as I know, like almost no wrestlers in it. That was like a Halle Berry horror movie.
That's one where somebody gets kidnapped in like a
and
trunk
she's like
or
a
something.
911 operator, and
Yes.
she has to like save them.
Actual Halle Berry?
Yes.
Actually, Halle Berry.
Yes. They made the one where like Randy Orton's like a dad of some high school student. There's another high school one where like John Cena's like an older brother who was a wrestler, an amateur wrestler.
And these are all direct to video?
Yeah.
A lot of them, like
Most.
95% of them are. Yes.
Yeah. That's Who I Am or That's What I Am. That's the one that Randy Orton was in.
Okay. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I forgot they made a fucking Leprechaun movie with Hornswoggle.
That's right. Yeah, they bought the rights to
Wow.
Well, we should just do a film in 40s. of
Oh
the
my God, no.
10 best WWE
it.
productions.
I'd rather watch Con Air every day for the rest of my life.
12 rounds. They made like 2 or 3 of those 12 rounds.
That's right.
ones.
And the first one was not good. So that's
Yeah.
I mean, the first Marine is a bad movie, but you can see what they were going for, and there are moments where you're like, this could be worse.
Is the Marine different than Rundown?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Rundown's a rock movie that had nothing to do with WWE. Oh yeah.
I just mean the plot.
I forget what the plot of the Rundown was. That was kind of more like treasure hunter type stuff.
Well,
it
it's
was?
yeah,
Oh, I
because
thought
it's Sean William Scott
Yeah.
wants to go into the jungle to like find a relic, and but
Yeah.
also he's supposed to come back to like his weird mobster dad or something, and like The Rock is the guy who's tasked with bringing him back.
Yeah, and Christopher Walken's the
Oh,
bad
wait,
guy.
maybe I'm thinking of the wrong movie then.
Yeah, I think you are.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different movie where a guy comes back to small town.
Walking Tall.
Yeah, you're thinking of Walking Tall, which is a different rock movie.
That's
I
one
guess.
Rock is carrying around a 2x4.
That's the
beating
one
up,
with
like,
Johnny
slot
Knoxville where
machines
he's
and
the
stuff.
sheriff.
Yes,
Okay,
I've seen that one.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's not WWE either. I've seen that though.
Yes.
Okay. I totally was thinking of that. Because in my head, I was going to say all I remember is The Rock and the 2x4.
Yep, that definitely exists.
What's the name of that movie?
Walking Tall. I think
Walking
it's a
Tall.
remake.
That is a
actually.
remake.
Yeah.
I don't remember of what or who was in the original version of that movie, but yes,
Yeah.
that was a remake.
I'm very much looking forward to Rampage.
I mean,
Oh.
of course.
Hey, listen, after people started saying the new Jumanji's okay, I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah, I fucking have tickets for Ready Player One tonight. We'll see how the fuck
Hey,
that
movie
goes.
looks like a fun movie theater movie.
I'm going to try so
movie.
fucking hard to shut down all the like.
It looks. The reviews are not totally terrible.
And I've talked like Ben Hansen saw a screening and he was like, yeah, there's a bunch of dumb shit. He said there's a constant feeling of the way he described it was, at the end of Snakes on a Plane when like the dude can land the plane because he played a bunch of PSP. He said like that's basically all of Ready Player One is like, I've played video games, I know all this stuff, I can do this thing.
This week has been a very challenging in my never talk about, acknowledge, or think about Ready Player One stance. It's made that very hard, and I would appreciate it if everyone would just help me out here and allow me to maintain my composure and just not talk about anything Ready Player One.
Gonna give it a
Seems
shot.
alright.
Gonna give it a shot. I like Steven Spielberg a lot. I'm gonna give it a shot.
No one's saying you don't have to. You can't like Steven Spielberg. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I would appreciate it if everyone would just do as I have done and pretend it does not exist.
Respect Alex's
Yes,
space.
please respect my faith.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try it.
I'd watch it if I could go to the movies.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would watch it.
I think I'm gonna see that and Isle of Dogs hopefully before I leave for New Orleans.
Oh,
This is not a good situation to be in.
The original Walking Tall starred Joe Don Baker.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that sounds about right. Oh man, they're really gonna make me lose this match, aren't
Axe
they?
kick.
no.
Yeah, he did 2 finishers on me. There's There's nothing I could do. All right, well, just got to try it again. We got a little bit of time. We can finish
squeeze this one out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of people say they just straight up hate Ready Player One.
Wait, listen. We talked.
What are you doing?
So Artemis gets in the Oculus.
You are just violating
and he has to race the
my
Tron
non-aggression
guy.
pact here, man. Like, this is.
I think there's Easter eggs. I played the HQ game that they sponsored, and there was a lot of questions I had to look up.
That is the first time I've heard anyone mention HQ in like 4 months.
It's been a while.
I play those fucking trivia games like.
Still?
I have like 8 different apps, and I play them every night.
Still?
Like, yeah, I've got schedules where it's like 7:30, 8, 8:30. Like I will.
Really?
Yeah.
The only time I
run a scam here or something.
The thing is, HQ is fucking hard as hell to win, but all these shitty fucking podunk apps are trying to do the same thing, and no one plays them, so the payouts are actually decent. So I've actually won a decent amount of money from these shitty other ones.
And like, you say decent, like hundreds of dollars?
I'm probably like at about $300 now.
Wow, you won?
Yeah.
And it just gets.
But you're also doing this every night, so the actual amount of money you are making per hour is not good.
I'm spending a lot of time doing this.
That's funny.
It's not fun. A lot of them glitch out and don't pay out or whatever.
Declare that as earnings?
If you get over $600, if it's over $600, yes. Which one of them I was just reading, just got found out. I just saw some people talking about this. I don't know 100%, but one of them is called Hang Time Trivia, and what they were fucking doing was their way of making money was all these phones that were playing. While they were playing, they were doing cryptocurrency mining for the company.
Of course.
So they were using the power of the phones that were doing trivia while they were doing trivia to mine fucking Bitcoin and shit.
That went much better.
Nice. Good work.
All right.
That's man.
Yeah, I want to find like an article about that because that sounds fascinating. What a racket.
Did you not do that one?
I did it a couple times, and that one I hated.
Any Bitcoin?
No, I did not get any Bitcoin.
Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you. Well, with that, I think we have 10 matches left. That feels like a good streak to finish this season of Gaiden the Ring with. So we'll be back after WrestleMania.
Went through a lot of matches. Oh, do we need to see?
Well, we'll just see what this cutscene is. But yes, but we'll be back next week, or not next week. The week after.
The week after.
Yes, when Dan is back, we'll talk about your WrestleMania experiences.
WrestleMania.
Wow, it is 5:30, and I've got a long time of not having to do anything but drink and eat and watch wrestling. And that makes me extremely happy.
I think you're going to have a very good time.
John Cena's alternate motto, right?
Drink, eat, drink, watch wrestling. Yeah.
No, it's not going to work.
Just as noble, yeah.
Hell in a Cell, baby.
Oh, shit. Cool.
Hell in a Cell.
Cool.
Why even have a Hell in a Cell match if it's non-title? That just feels weird.
I could do that.
I know, but like
Mankind Undertaker was not.
But that's the thing. Neither of them had a title at that point, did they?
Oh, so you're saying it's somebody in the match?
If someone's a champion.
Of course, make that for the title.
What is the what are the things that make the cell a hell?
It's a big.
So
scary
it's
cage.
a giant cage with a roof.
Basically,
so you can't escape it.
Basically, they act like it's really scary still because Mick Foley fell off at once, and I guess
he was thrown off of it as part of a bit.
Yeah.
He didn't just fall.
Okay.
But it's never as brutal as they like to build it up as being anymore.
Yes.
Although Lesnar Taker was pretty brutal.
How do you get on top of it if it's got a roof?
I mean, you can
someone
break someone through the cage, like you can throw
wow.
someone through the cage, but like there's no door.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you get in?
It lowers down.
Wow.
Right before.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
Theatrical. And silly.
Yeah.
They're also talking about the Royal Rumble here, so the Royal Rumble is going to be coming up next time as well.
Happening.
Yeah,
all
like
right.
we're on the road here, baby. It's happening.
Great.
Oh, so if I think if I win this match, I get to be number 29 in the Rumble.
Oh,
that's good. That's a good seed, right?
That's a good seed.
All right.
Oh,
this very ring.
Wow, he's showman. Look at this.
Okay, so that's why it's on title, because it's for the number 29 spot in the Rumble.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Good storyline.
Yeah.
It works. I got something they're working towards.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
Thanks, Kurt.
Uh-oh, not done.
Okay.
Oh, that's some stakes.
And that the Royal Rumble lets you compete for the title belt.
If
right?
you win, you get to choose which title you want to go for, and you will fight at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, with that, folks, that has been another episode of Gaiden the Ring. Dan, I wish you happy trails and happy wrestling next week.
Thank you.
Paxmania won't be the same without you busting out another one of your various Dan Reichert personas. But
I haven't been at a PAX wrestling show in like 3 years.
Yeah,
so
obviously not. But you will be missed regardless.
Thank you.
And with that, we are going to close out today's show. We will be back next week. We have more Exquisite Core on Monday, correct?
We are going to Exquisite Core on Monday, Sims on Monday.
Yes.
I believe that's what we're planning.
Yes.
And then Wednesday, we'll record the Beastcast on Wednesday because we're leaving on Thursday.
Yes.
And we are going to record a Film in 40s on
For
Wednesday.
The Rock.
For The Rock. And
The Rock.
we might have some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a short week.
Over here on the East Coast, but the West Coast should have some fun stuff. And stay tuned if you're watching us live for that Unprofessional Friday.
Hell yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
There's my hand. You can see it. Bye.
Bye.